Stand up, football fans. We are here live at the Combine. Today is the offensive linemen. The running backs, I believe, go today. The quarterbacks will be tomorrow. I'll be taking some calls if people want to call in. Otherwise, we're just going to watch some of these hog mollies run their 40 times, do some bench presses. Stuck in the 80s in the house. Anthony Manzano, Jeremy Newsbaum, Dark Demonic. Buster's in the house. Scott Thomas, what's going on? Crazy Dog. Thank you guys for tuning in. The Sexy Goat. I think I saw Joe Lutz was in here too. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're at a commercial break right now. Some of the big names that I wanted to go over that'll be running for the offensive linemen. They're already on to their second runs, actually. But, of course, you got Jonah Williams, Taywan Taylor, Cody Ford, Greg Little, Andre Dillard, Dalton Reisner, Chris Lindstrom from Boston College, a potential second-round pick for my New York Giants, a guy I had my eye on. Elton Jenkins, Garrett Bradbury, Cajuste, David Edwards, Caleb McGarry, Michael Dieter, Bew Bonswallow. I can't even pronounce the guy's name, but he's from Wisconsin. I've seen him being mocked as high as a late first round to the Packers with the 30th overall pick, and I've seen him go in third or fourth round, so he's all over the map. Caleb McGarry, Michael Dieter, I said them already, Titus Howard, Max Sharping. So those are the names I wrote down. Some of the higher prospects at the offensive line, guys, I'm going to be looking at. Joe Lutz, what's going on, my man? Anthony Manzano, can you put the number in the chat? I'm going to pop it in a couple minutes. Don't forget the the punters. Oh, my God. Tomorrow's going to be the big day. It's the quarterbacks. Hopefully they go quick. They probably won't. I know it starts at 10 tomorrow, not 9. So I'll be live at 10, but I can only go to about 11:45 because I got work. So I'll be doing this for about an hour. Today, 2 hours. Tomorrow, about an hour and 45. Eagles and Brandon Graham have agreed. Really, Crazy Dog. What's the contract details on that? What's going on, Hot Take Hockey? This is going to be cool because I'm actually going to get to talk to my chat today. It's not going to move too fast because it's a morning thing. What's going on, Stuck in the 80s? What's going on? So what's the deal on that Brandon Graham contract? And I'm going to be posting the number now in a minute. Matter of fact, I'll put it up now if anybody wants to call in. Kyle Petrino, what's going on, my man? Bavith, what's going on? 3-year extension. How many? What's the money like? Because the Eagles don't have a lot of cap space as is. Yes, I did forget about Tyler. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Actually, I had him on my list. I just didn't write it. I had him. I saw him. I didn't write him down. But yeah, there's a bunch, man. As you hear the honks, a lot of people must be subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that, guys. Matter of fact, let me look down. There was a few more names I wanted to write down. I was just trying to get live here. Like said Bew. I went down to about the 150th ranked prospect. Nate Davis, I don't know if I said him. Bobby Evans. Michael Jordan, not to be confused with the former basketball player. And there's Dan Gotzel of Indiana just went. 5.02. I think he's special teams, though. I don't think he's a offensive lineman. But there's the number, 914-481-3540. Here's Paul Adams. He ran a 5. My God, is he slow. Looks like he's running in quicksand. Ran a 5.19 his first time, 5.25 this time. The offensive lineman from Missouri, Paul Adams. Here's Jackson Barton from Utah. Ran a 5.18 his first time. There we go. We got a caller. Ran almost the same time, 5.19 this time around. What's going on? You're on live.
Hey, it's Buster Cherry.
Buster Cherry. I think you're a big Jets fan. What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Yeah, I am. I was just thinking about like the Giants, and they're a good spot at 6. But I'm just thinking like they should just wait, for the next year's draft.
You mean for quarterback? You're talking about quarterback?
Yeah, I'm talking about for quarterback because like I don't know. I mean, they got Eli. Build up the offensive line, and this is the best bet for them to do it. Really, build them in.
Yeah, a lot of people have that strategy. And by the way, I just saw Garrett Bradbury run his second 40 time. Just run a sub 540 for an offensive lineman. He ran a 4.97 his first time, 4.93 this time. He's so a lot of people have him as a second or third round prospect. So that's a guy to keep an eye on. Probably the quickest 40 times so far for an offensive lineman. But yeah,
Nate Davis. What school is that? What the heck?
Yeah, a lot of people like him. I've read up on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, a lot of people have that strategy with the, by the way, guys, one call at a time. I can only take one call at a time. I don't have a hold feature, so just wait till I'm off the phone. It's not going to be jam-packed. It's a morning show. But, Andre Dillard, here's another one a lot of people like. He ran a 4.99 his first time. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. I've seen him being mocked in the first round. But 4.97, wow, okay. But yeah, no, a lot of people have that strategy there. Take an O lineman, take a pass rusher. There's not a great quarterback in this year's draft. Hold off until the following year. I'm going to be happy with them no matter what they do. I like some of the quarterbacks in this draft, but I don't think any of them are superstars. You know, they could be, you never know, but it's not like last year's draft where there were can't miss quarterbacks.
And what about Nate Solder? What are you guys going to do with him? Is he still...
Oh, yeah, Nate Solder, they signed him to a mega deal. I mean, they can't...
Oh, they signed... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
he's locked in
he's the
pretty
highest,
much at
he's the highest paid tackle in football. They can't get rid of him. His dead cap hit is ridiculous, so he's going to be a Giant for the foreseeable future. But, I mean, the Giants, I think they're looking at either a pass rusher or a quarterback in the first round. I don't think they're going to take an offensive lineman in the first round unless they trade down. If they trade down to the mid-first, that's when they could be looking at a Tywan Taylor, someone like that. Even a Cody Ford, a Jawan Taylor, I should say, Jonah Williams. But I don't see them taking an offensive lineman at 6.
I mean, see what the Jets are going to do. If they're going to draft back, or
I think
who
the
they're
Jets.
Gonna, how many picks they're going to get. You know,
I think the Jets now that they've said that they're committed to the 3-4. I see the Jets taking Josh Allen if he's there.
Yeah, I mean, if he's there, yeah, hopefully.
I think he's a perfect fit for your team. I think he's going to be.
He's from Jersey. He's from right, you know.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a monster.
Orange or something like that. So.
I think he's going to be a monster at the pro level. I would love it if my Giants could get him. I know they won't. I think he fits your team perfectly. He's what your team hasn't had for years. You guys, of course, had the John Abraham's probably your last great pass rusher, so you guys kind of need him. I think it'd be a great pick by you guys, and I think he's going to be a Jet. I have him going third to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't draft back, and you know, but
yeah,
I don't. It doesn't really. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I think right now Bosa's pretty much the consensus first. I had Quinnen Williams going first in my first mock. I think those are going to be the first two. I really do. I think Quinnen Williams is going to have a great combine. So I see Williams going either first or second and Bosa going in the other spot. And then I think you guys will take Josh Allen. That's what I think. But you never know. Somebody might offer you a ridiculous trade to move up and get Kyler Murray or get, Dwayne Haskins, and maybe you trade down, you get your second-round pick back plus some. So that's definitely an option as well. That's definitely on the table. But I think Josh Allen's too talented to pass up. I really do. Hello? I think you're breaking up there. I'm going to let you go. But we'll be taking another call when they call in. Let's get back to the chat. Jets might be trading down. I could certainly see that. NYG31, thank you so much for tuning into the chat. Yes, they do. These hog mollies look big. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Chris. What's up, man? This is Anthony.
What's going on, Anthony? Thank you for calling in, buddy. How you doing?
The guy that you were thinking from Wisconsin, the guy you can pronounce his first name is pronounced Bo. It's Bo Benshaw.
Bo Benshaw. Okay, yeah, I've seen him. He just sounds like the perfect Packer. I've seen him being mocked to the Packers in the first. It just sounds like a guy that would play for the Packers. But I've seen him all over the place. I've seen him late first. I've seen him third round. So I've seen him all over the place.
Honestly, with the Wisconsin guys, I see them more. They can probably be pushed up because it seems like most of these tackles, some of these tackles that are coming out besides them, they're more pro ready than like Kajus. Kajus seems like a developmental guy.
Yeah, that's what I've read. That's what I've read about Kajus. I just want to say thank you to Asia for the super chat. She says, "Stand up, Chris. Don't be discouraged. The Mets still got a chance." Oh yeah, talking about baseball. Yeah, I think the Mets. I think that whole division is still up for grabs. Philly's still have weak pitching, so I don't think by any stretch that that the Phillies are going to run away with that division. But yeah, back to the tackles. Yeah, a lot of people like Kajus, but I've read that he's kind of like a project in a way. He's not. He's definitely not a slam dunk by any stretch. That's why he's being mocked in the second round.
Yeah, no, the reason why I said that is because coming from a spread offense, it seems like tackles from the spread offenses don't tend to be successful in the NFL. Like coming from Virginia or something like that, West Virginia and stuff like that. From the spread offense, successful in the NFL, but when you see Wisconsin or like the SEC, because they pick multiple style offenses.
You're breaking up. I don't know why the call's been breaking up today. You there? He's breaking up. I don't know if it's my end or the callers. I'm going to let you go, though, buddy. I can't hear you. I'm going to let you go. Dude, short fell. I missed that. Somebody's shorts fell down. It couldn't have fallen down all the way. I would have noticed that. Where does Johnny Manziel end up, AAF or XFL? I think XFL, if I had to pick one, if he goes to one or the other. I think he's built more for that league. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Mike the Entertainer? Johnny Morawski.
Johnny Morawski. What's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Johnny very active on the Twitters. What's going on, my man?
I'm doing all right. First, I want to say it's about a month and 15 days till Game of Thrones comes back. Can't wait.
I can't believe it's that soon. Oh my God!
It feels like forever.
Yeah, you know, I might stream that. I might stream me watching that. That might be fun to do.
That'd be a smart call.
Like a watch party or something like that. I might do that. Just, maybe for the first episode or something. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to that.
I don't think the Giants have a shot of drafting a quarterback because I see the Jets and maybe the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders. I don't take that back. I don't think the Raiders trading back. They already have 3 first-round picks. The Jets could trade back. They have no twos. And so,
well, the Jets make perfect sense. The Jets make perfect sense if they get the right offer. Tampa could trade back too. Arizona could trade back, but the Jets. I don't know if Josh Allen's there though. I think he fits that defense perfectly now that they're a 3-4.
I think it's so funny that the Arizona coach said he would take Murray with the number 1 pick in this draft, and now he ends up the Arizona quarterback. I would give up this first-round pick easily for my boy in Arizona, Rosen. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Rosen. I think he had no talent around him in Arizona. And his biggest drawing point coming out of college was that everyone thought he'd be injured all the time. Well, he hung on with a no offensive line and still led the defense pretty good and still didn't get injured. I think the future's bright for him. Yeah. I just don't see the Giants getting a quarterback, Haskins or Murray, because I think people are going to trade up for them because this draft class is so weak at top for quarterbacks.
So you really think? So you think both of them are going to go before the Giants pick?
If you're like the Dolphins and you believe in Haskins, you trade up. If you're like let's say Cincinnati and you're tired of Andrew Dalton, trade up. If you're some of the other teams, you have to trade up. Most of the drafts, people trade up to get one of those top. The Eagles did it with Carson Wentz. The Rams did it with their quarterbacks. Usually the teams trade up to get their picks. The front runners, the top couple teams all have franchise quarterbacks. So I think we're going to see teams get up in front of the Giants to draft a quarterback. So I don't think the Giants are going to have a shot. And our GM, who I just don't think he's not the guy that normally trades up. He said it numerous times. I stay where my picks are. And I think the players that I feel is the best of the hog maulers and all that nonsense.
Right.
But I really see the Giants drafting a defensive lineman, Gary maybe from Michigan if he drops.
Yeah, that's a guy they could certainly be looking at. That's a guy. Rashawn Gary.
This quarterback class is garbage too. I'm looking at the quarterbacks. Greedy Williams doesn't tackle and he plays off coverage a lot.
Oh, I want nothing to do with Greedy Williams. By the way, I just want to say hello to a few people that popped in. Whitney, what's going on? Dog Tag, thank you for tuning in. Asia, hi again. I'm working on doing a preview video. I'm hoping I have that up next week of Greedy Williams. Everything I've read about this guy, he reminds me so much of Eli Apple. He's tall and he's fast, but he's not good at tackling. He doesn't have the best awareness. He gets lost in place sometimes. I want nothing to do with Greedy Williams, especially that high in the draft.
Yeah. One more thing. I think it's a shame. Sorry, I'm going to bed. I worked all night at the hospital. I'm going to bed now, so I'm a little, I got whiskey in me. Our safety. I cannot believe if we let this guy go, it'll be ungodly bad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're trying to play games with him to get a work contract worked out. But if we let our safety go, the best player maybe on the team besides Odell Beckham and our running back, I just don't know what they're thinking.
I don't think they're going to let him go. I think they're going to franchise him. I think they might let him go.
So.
I think they might let him go the following year, but I think he's going to be on the team this year. I'd be surprised. Now the question is, does he hold out? That's the question. But
I would say my holdout.
I think he'll show up. I think Collins will show up.
Not till after training. Not till most of the training camp's done. It doesn't. That's what almost all the players do.
Oh yeah, no. He'll miss training camp. I mean, I think he'll do what Osi did. He'll do exactly what Osi did, and then he'll show up though. I don't blame the Giants for not giving him a long-term commitment, but I think they certainly should franchise him. Because I don't think at this point in time the Giants have the luxury of paying a safety $14 million a year over 4 or 5 years. It's just not. It's not in the cards. Not with all the holes they have. They need to fix the O-line and get some pass rushers. But I think they need to franchise him.
Our center and the whole right side is extremely weak. So we can upgrade at the center. There's a couple guys in the free agency, and our right side is tremendously weak. I really like Ford. Ford is a great, out of Oklahoma, I believe. It's a great run blocker.
Yeah, I love Cody Ford.
Yeah. And people saying, oh, that's too high for 6. But, dude, if the guy's good and is a block in for the next 10 years at the right side, draft him.
Yeah, I'm all for Cody Ford. He's being mocked now in the late first. If he ever falls to the Giants in the second round, and he could, obviously last year not a lot of people thought Hernandez would go second round, so he definitely could. That's a guy you want to keep an eye on as a Giants fan. He's in that group. Mm-hmm. You're hoping one of those guys that's being mocked in the late first falls to the Giants in the second, whether it be Jawan Taylor, whether it be Cody Ford. There's a few. Greg Little. There's a few there. You hope one of them maybe could fall to the Giants in the second round.
All right, brother. No, Giants fans, stand up.
There you go, my man. Thank you so much, Johnny, for calling in, buddy, and get some sleep, my man.
Yeah, see you, man.
Thank you for the call. As they're showing offensive linemen and running backs today, I just want to say hello to the people in the chat. I'm starving and I'm shaving and showering, hitting the gym. I need this W. Mr. Bad Dog in the chat, go check out his channel. I can't say the magic word. Go check out his channel. He will be here live tonight for the Talking Nonsense stream, so be sure to check that out. Mike Nixon, I like that. Bradbury has Bradbury, yeah, 4.93. Now they were showing who was that? Forgot who it was, but they were showing the fastest 40 time ever by an offensive lineman. It was like 4.6. Crazy. But yeah, that's the quickest so far today. It's 4.93. Bradbury. He ran 2 sub-540s for an offensive lineman. Pretty good. What's going on, Ligma? Thank you for tuning into the stream. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling. Were you the person that called in earlier?
Yeah, I got disconnected earlier.
Yeah, I lost you. Your phone cut out.
Yeah. Oh, as I was saying, like I said, honestly, it seems like the Wisconsin and SEC guys are more successful when it comes to NFL developing NFL linemen, but when it comes to like spread offenses, like you see with West Virginia or
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Notre Dame is also traditionally very good with offensive linemen.
Why do you think that spread offenses have a harder time developing in college? Have a harder time developing offensive linemen, and they are more successful with skill backs or like.
That's a great that's a great question. I mean, part of the reason might be the fact that they're not. I mean, the spread offense, not a lot of. It's not a lot of pro plays, right? So maybe it's a different type of. What's the word I'm trying to come up with here? They're not used to playing in a pro-style offense, I guess, if they're playing in the spread offense. That might have something to do with it.
No, the funny thing is we say that, but look at Clemson. It seems like they're starting to send they're going to be sending more offensive tackles, but they're a spread offensive lineman in to the NFL.
Right.
But they're a spread offense. Why is it that certain spread offenses are able to develop certain styles of spread offenses are able to develop offensive linemen, but when it comes to West Virginia specifically, why is it that they're not successful? Is it because that blocking scheme is not really an NFL blocking scheme, that like spread blocking scheme they use?
That might have something to do with it. I would imagine that's the reason. Other than maybe they just don't have good NFL talented offensive linemen, but I would imagine that's the reason. And I'm not a fan of Will Grier, by the way. You bring up West Virginia. I want nothing to do with him. I don't think he's going to be that good at the pro level. And I'm always weary of spread offense guys, but I think these quarterbacks are good.
Didn't Aaron Rodgers come out of a spread offense in Cal and he's successful?
Yeah, no. Look at Baker Mayfield. I mean, he's successful, and I think that I do think that Haskins is going to be a pretty solid pro. I don't think he's going to be a superstar, but I think he'll be a solid pro, and he's in a spread offense. So we'll see. I'm not going to. I mean, last year should have been last year Baker Mayfield came from a spread offense or whatever you want to call it, and he did fine. So you can't just judge a quarterback off the offense he plays in.
The guy I really want to pay attention to is in the future. Honestly, this year and next year, I'm not a big fan of Tua, to be honest.
A lot of people down on Tua. Lawrence is a stud, if that's where you're going. The Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I'd rather wait for Lawrence to come out as a Dolphins fan. I'm not saying tank the next 2 years, but it's worth trading up for him because honestly, Herbert scares me a little bit. His injury history scares me a little bit, and they say he looks like a bigger version of Tannehill, which scares me a little bit. Do you agree with that comparison?
Yeah, that's a fair comparison for sure. I think he's got probably a better arm than Tannehill, but I do see the comparison. He's mobile like Tannehill. I like him a little more than Tannehill, but I see the comparison for sure. But I was going to say something when you were talking. I forget. But, yeah, no, I see the comparison. It's a fair comparison. I think he'll be better than Tannehill, though. I like Herbert. I don't love him.
Yeah. And the
Lawrence, to me, is by far the best.
Yeah, honestly, when you look at him, I'm not comparing him. His playing stuff, he has that, like, he's more accurate, but he has that gunslinger mentality where Lincoln admin people can't throw it, but he's more accurate. He reminds me, he's a mixture of like, he has the accuracy of a Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that, but the mentality of like a Brett Favre, the gunslinger mentality of Brett Favre, where he can throw it into spaces where normal people can't throw it into, yet he doesn't throw a ton of interceptions.
Well, if he ever became near those guys, I mean, you're getting a steal. So, but that's the whole problem. You brought up the tanking with the Dolphins, then I'm going to let you go because I'm sure other people trying to call in.
Sure.
You brought up the tanking strategy. Well, not tanking, but waiting 2 years to take Trevor Lawrence. The problem with that strategy, because a lot of Giants fans have said that too, the problem with that philosophy is unless you get the number 1 overall pick in that year's draft, you could be willing to trade the moon. You're not moving up to number 1. If a team at number 1 needs a quarterback, they're not trading that pick. It's just like when Andrew Luck came out. That guy, Trevor Lawrence, is going to be the number 1 pick. So that's the whole problem with that strategy. If you don't get the number 1 pick, you're more than likely not going to get him.
Yeah, honestly, he's the only quarterback I see in college that's worth trading the moon for to get.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that, though. Like, let's say the Jaguars in 2 years need a quarterback and they have the number 1 pick. You could give up your whole draft and not trading it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't see it. But I'm going to let you go in case somebody else wants to call in, my man. Thank you for calling in.
Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy. I got to beat... They're doing the cone drills now. And there's Bo from Wisconsin. We were just talking about him. He's a big hog molly, isn't he? What's going on? I saw the Sports Fury popped in, by the way.
From Wisconsin. Hey, you know who this is.
Bobby, I need you to do me a favor before you talk. Turn that volume down.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. How you doing?
And there is Bobby Woodruff, the most adorable voice on YouTube. I want to say thank you for calling in the show. And Kajust here from West Virginia, the Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year. What's going on, Bobby?
You're doing excellent as usual. You always do good on your shows every day. Hi, Mr. Mad Dog. How you doing? And also, We have to say hello to, what's it called, Sports Fury. Is that Joshua?
I think it's Josh, and it might be Sean. But if anybody has not joined Josh and Sean on the Sports Fury, and they've not joined myself and Bad Dog, don't forget to join us. So thank you guys for tuning in. I got
and tonight's your big show tonight.
Well, tonight's the final 8. Yeah, it's a big show on nonsense. They're all going to be a part of it.
Tonight we could talk about everything we could talk about, huh?
Oh, we can talk about whatever you want. Right now I'm watching Hot
No. Oh, look who's in the chat. Oh,
Whitney, your girlfriend's in the chat. And by the way,
I love her.
I like this kid Dillard, by the way, what I'm seeing from this kid. He's showing a lot of quickness. He ran 2 sub-540s. Andre Dillard from Washington State. He's a potential early second-round pick. I've seen him mock in the first. Like Dillard, what I'm seeing. I think he's helping his draft stock. But go ahead.
So you think the Giants should trade down, you think?
Oh, I didn't say that. I wouldn't. I'd be open to it for the right package.
Well, I don't think any quarterbacks we should pick up. There's no good quarterbacks up there this year. I think.
Yeah, you're not.
We
a
have
fan.
to get.
You're not a fan.
I don't want Foles. They better not think about getting Nick Foles.
No, they're not going to get. They already said Eli's the quarterback next year, so there's no chance they're getting Foles.
Yeah, but he needs a backup though.
You can't pay a backup $25 million a year. That's what he's going to cost.
No. Who's going to be the backup quarterback? Do we have a backup quarterback?
We'll see. They might draft one. We got to wait till after the draft. Then, of course, you got, free agency's before the draft, but we'll see.
Well, I think Teddy Bridgewater we should get. I told you that from the beginning. There's my little friend, Chris Sonora, my little friend.
Chris Sonora, how you doing, buddy? We'll see.
You like him?
Of course I like him.
I hope he sings a song today, Mr. Beck.
I always say Chris Sonora's the son I never had.
Yeah, he's like, isn't he like 8 or something?
No, he's 13, I think. But
he's 13.
BK Sports Talk. If he's not,
he could be my grandson.
Well,
he could be my grandson.
He definitely can. But BK Sports Talk.
I'm 50.
I know you are. If he's not going to get $25 million, he's going to get damn near close. He's by far the best quarterback on the open market. Foles.
So who you want to be, Pat? We should get rid of Vernon. I think you're right. We should get rid of Vernon.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to lean that way. I still don't like.
I think he
doesn't
show up in any game. He's like that, PPP guy. I couldn't stand him either.
See, I don't think that's fair.
Idiot blows up his hand.
You're talking about JPP. I don't think that's fair to say he doesn't show up. He's productive when he's on the field. He just gets hurt a lot, Vernon. I think he's their best player on defense, to be honest, when he's on the field.
So, who do you think, if we get rid of him, we could get another pass rusher, though?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to pull up the defensive lineman free agents this year. There's one guy in particular.
And I think you picked out one the other night that I like.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the names right now. They're not gonna get the top tier guys. It's just not.
No, we need a good guy that lasts long.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the pass rushers right now.
That plays every game. I think Mr. Mad Dog wanted the guy from the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, not going to happen. Lawrence is going to be franchised, and if not, he's going to cost $20 million a year. It's just not in the cards. It's not feasible in my opinion.
Okay. I thought he was in the. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not. There's no way. The Giants don't have that money in the budget, in my opinion, to go out and get a Lawrence. He's going to be franchised anyway, though. He's not going to hit the open market.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, it's not a definite, but from all reports, Lawrence will more than likely.
Well, who are you talking about? Who you wanted to pick up?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the guy's name. I did it in the video. I say it in the video. He's from.
Yeah, he's good.
He's from Baltimore. He's got 8.5 sacks last year. High upside.
Oh, right. Yeah, from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Do you see who Baltimore's going after?
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up when I get an opportunity.
They want to go after Bell.
Who? Oh, Le'Veon Bell?
Baltimore. Yeah, that's what the last time I heard.
Really?
They think about getting Bell, yes.
Bobby, you sound a little under the weather today. Everything all right over there?
Well, I have a little cough. I have this damn cough that lasts a long time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get more snow up here on Monday. We're going to get down.
It's snowing here today. Got a little snow on the ground today.
Yeah, but we're going to get a lot on Monday. We're going to get, I don't know how much.
Well, I know you are. I mean, you live in Vermont, for God's sakes. It snows in
July.
July.
Look at Bobby been smoking too much.
It snows in July over
No, I don't do meth. I don't do that stuff.
I hear you, Bobby. But, Bobby, I'm going to let you go because in case...
Oh, yeah, I talk too much.
You're a talker.
I still love Whitney.
You're a talker. That's what you do. You're a talker. But I enjoy the talking.
Whitney has a beautiful voice. I love her voice.
Whitney has a gorgeous voice. And we're going to have to hook you two guys up before...
And you and the other girl. What's her name? Who you liked on the track?
Bobby, we'll have to wait and see. There's a lot.
You know who you liked on the track.
There's a lot of prospects, Bobby. Bobby.
Now you're playing the field. Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
But,
okay.
But Bobby,
You're a great guy, Chris. I'll call it tomorrow with the Met game.
All right, Bobby. I'm looking forward to talking to you tonight, my man. Thank you for calling.
I hope my voice is good. You can't call tonight, too?
No. Tonight's the nonsense stream. No calls tonight.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, Saturday night will be a call-in show. And I'm doing the Combine tomorrow, so I'm only going to be...
What about the Met stuff? You do the Met stuff?
I'll be doing Met stuff. Relax, Bobby. Relax.
Okay, take a chill pill.
Take a chill pill.
I get excited when I talk to you.
All right,
Sorry.
Bobby. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, Bobby. And they're showing Bobby Evans here from Oklahoma, the offensive lineman. What's going on, HTTR? Everybody go and join HTTR. Good YouTube over there. Big Redskins guy. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris? Good morning. It's Gangrene David. I just woke up about an hour ago.
Gangrene David, as we're watching the Combine together, is showing a couple of hog mollies right now. They got Duran Gray, who ran a horrible 40 time. It was like a 5.4 from Maryland. What's going on, my man?
Nothing much. I just woke up. I forgot the Combine was even on right now. I got to get my laptop and keep an eye on it.
Yeah, today's offensive lineman, which you should be interested in as a Jet fan, and running backs, which also you should be interested in as a Jet fan.
Well, time to scout my offensive lineman then.
Yeah. They would, Bradbury had a great 40 time. He ran a sub 5, 4.93, big fast time for a
bad.
For an old lineman.
Interesting, but. Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's on your mind, man? I mean, it's still the same shtick, but now the Combine is actually in full effect.
Well, now now I'm getting excited because now after this Combine, you're gonna adjust the mocks. I'll be doing another mock draft after the Combine because obviously some people hurt and helped their stock. They're showing Cody Ford here on the bench press. What a beast this guy is! I like Cody Ford. I know Bad Dog does too from Oklahoma. Jonah Williams, there's Jonah Williams on the bench press looking like a monster. My God, that guy's a beast. But 23, he did 23 bench reps on the... actually, that's not that much for an offensive lineman. And there's Juwan Taylor, another guy I like. But, yeah, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to do the next mock after the Combine. And then, of course, I'm going to be doing another mock after free agency, which I'm really looking forward to. Free agency's coming up in, 2 weeks.
I'm actually looking at Jonah Williams right now. It looks like he's bench.
I'll tell you, Bradbury is helping his stock. My God.
Taylor.
Bradbury kills it in the 40 time, and then he does 34 on the bench. Bradbury's moving up draft charts.
I'm actually starting to like Juwan Taylor from Florida.
Oh, he's moved way up on the mocks. He's going mid-first now.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he's also another option. The dude looks huge, too.
Yeah.
But, anyway, baseball a little bit. Obviously, I know you're a Mets fan.
Yes.
What are you expecting out of the Mets this year with all the moves they've made? Obviously some new pitching staff. What are your thoughts on the Mets?
What am I? I think the Mets have a good team this year. It's the same key of every year. They need to stay healthy. I like the pitching staff. I mean, that top three, you can't go wrong if they could stay on the field. It's nearly as good as any top three in baseball. With the top three they got there with Wheeler, with Syndergaard, and with DeGrom. The back end of the bullpen was solidified. It's one of the best back end in the bullpen in all of baseball. So the Mets are going to be able to contend. I don't care if you're an all-star team with the Phillies. Doesn't matter. With that pitching staff, with that bullpen, the Mets are going to hang with teams. So if they can stay healthy and they pitch the way the back of the baseball card says they should, Mets can make the playoffs. There's no doubt in my mind they can make the playoffs.
Well, do you think you and Cespedes stay healthy?
Cespedes isn't coming back until Probably August 1st at the earliest.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had surgery for a while. But you guys have an interesting team over there, and me as a Yankees fan, I've got to be excited that we didn't spend $330 million on Bryce Harper or Manny Machado, and I actually have to be excited as a Yankees fan that now that we finally actually got some new pitching staff on our roster, we still have relatively the same build because we extended Aaron Hicks. I love the dude, great young player. He's definitely a power hitter. Obviously, Aaron Judge we can move forward with as well. I mean, we really didn't need another outfielder because we already have a ton of outfielders. We extended Brett Gardner on a 1-year deal. We still have Giancarlo. So I'm excited as a Yankees fan, and for me, I can't wait till baseball season because it's finally a good team I can root for. And
well, I mean, the Yankees had a good team the last 2 years. It's not like that's anything new.
Well, it's not. I mean, for me, like I can't wait to start going to more Yankee games this year. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, unfortunately, as a Met fan, we don't have near the amount of success you guys do. So, I'm hoping that we have something to watch in late August, early September. Yankees are going to. The Yankees are the favorites in that division, as far as I'm concerned. I know the Red Sox are the defending champs, but the Yankees are the favorites. I mean, they're both great, but I pick the Yankees right now in the AL East.
Be the team that has the best chance against Boston. I think it's going to be that kind of competition again. I mean, Boston, they do have a lot of good players too.
Oh, Boston's great. Boston's great, but I think they outperformed. I think they're going to take a step back this year, but we'll see. We'll see.
And plus, their pitching staff, Chris Sale, that dude can actually throw a lot of pitches where he goes nearly to the outside of the box, can fool a lot of batters. That's one thing about Luis Severino, though. I'm glad that the Yankees extended him, but the thing, though, is, are we going to see him throw 30 pitches an inning? Because I can't tell you how many games I've been to, and I've seen Luis Severino throwing at least 30 to 35 pitches an inning. It was asinine.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I'm going to let you go because I'm sure other people are going to want to call in, but I just want to say thank you so much for the call. Everybody do me a favor. Go join. You're breaking up there a little bit on the call, but everybody join Gangrene David. Thank you for calling in, buddy.
No problem, man. Take care.
All right, my man. And Bad Dog says, all right, fellas, I got to get this payroll done. I'll see you all tonight. Vote for Bad Dog in the Masturbate 8. Everybody do me a favor. Say goodbye to Bad Dog. Give him a thumbs up. Go over there and join his channel. Mike Nixon says, entertainers, DeAndre Baker worth the 6th pick? No, I wouldn't take him that early. I like him. Actually, Rover Sports loves him. But I would not take him that early. Sports Furry says, I can't wait for oh my God, talking nonsense is going to be an absolute blast. It always is. Garrett Bradbury. Yeah, I'm telling you, Joe Lutz, Bradbury, he's going to move up draft charts after this combine. What's going on, Skins fan all day? Whitney, what's going on? Am I happy with Will Hernandez? Yeah, I'm happy with Will Hernandez. He played much better in the second half. I'm very confident in the Giants' left side of the line going into next year. I really am. It's the right side you got to worry about. Chrisick Evan, I know why Odell didn't have a good finish last year. He was dating Khloe Kardashian. You know what? Well, we've seen... I'm going to take the headphones off until somebody calls. We've seen what Khloe Kardashian has done to other athletes. Lamar Odom turned to drugs, for God's sakes. He almost killed himself. But yeah, so no, we're showing David Edwards here. He started 10 games in 2018 from Wisconsin. They're doing a blocking drill. Not much to report here. They're doing blocking drills. They're hitting bags. They're looking like animals. Bobby Evans started all 40 games for Oklahoma. They got him up next. Ragu is a drug. No, yeah, well, Ragu's disgusting, Christian Orr. And as a fellow Italian, you should never, ever bring that up again. Mike Nixon, I can't wait to see the running backs just to see who... Yes, Jacob should be fun. Jet fans should be interested in the running backs as well. They could certainly use one. Ragu or Prego? I got to go Prego. But I'm not a big fan of either one, to be honest with you. Tomorrow is the exciting day. Yes, tomorrow, unfortunately, starts at 10. So I'm only going to be able to do it from about 10 to 11:45 because I work Saturdays. But I'll be doing about an hour and 45 of coverage tomorrow. And then the last day, well, no, there's 4 days. The last day is, I think, defensive backs. And I believe Saturday is, I don't remember, maybe wide receivers? I don't even know. I don't remember. Prager was good in a bind. I thought Tristan Thompson was dated. He did too. Lamar before that. My voice is faster than my video. Let me change cameras then. Sometimes the camera delays for some reason. I'll change to the crappy camera. It lags, so that should be better on the crappy camera. Oh my God, Asia, ragu is disgusting. It's gross. What receiver do I think will have the fastest 40 time? It's a great question. I have no idea. I mean, I know Hollywood Brown's fast, but I don't know. I have no idea. I'm looking forward to it, though. Sentinel, what's going on, my man? Big Met fan in the house. What's going on? Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller. What's going on? What do I think of Harper, Sentinel? I think Harper is overrated, but I think he's a great player. I think he's obviously going to help the Phillies a lot, but I always think he's been overrated. I've always thought that. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
It's your boy Chris Senor here, endorsing Ragu.
Chris Senor is in the house before he goes to school. What time you got school, buddy?
I got him like 20 minutes.
Wow. I hope you're not calling from class.
Maybe.
What's going on, Chris?
Anyways, I just want to say hi, to the chat and everything, hello, Joe, stuff like that, talk about one topic that it's Chargers related. Tom Telesco said that Antonio Gates played his last game against the Patriots in his whole entire career. Do you really think he's going to retire? Do you think, because they waste $1 million on his salary and on a contract, so do you really think they're just going to keep that $1 million and just buy another player, or do you think they're just going to re-sign him for 3 years or something like that?
I think they're going to let him go. I thought Gates was going to retire 2 years ago. I mean, but who knows? I mean, you have Hunter Henry now, right? He's back next year.
Yeah.
I don't see them bringing Gates back. But I
think he's gonna come back for another year, honestly, because he helped the team on their tight end struggle. Because Virgil Green was absolutely trash this season. I honestly I think the person that should be cut is Virgil Green, because he did horrible this season. When he fumbled the ball against the Ravens, it got me shook right there. I was shaking. I was like, whoa, how do you drop that ball? It was an easy check route or check down.
You love Antonio Gates. You absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
What happened there? Everything all right there, Chris? I think Chris just had to hang up the phone. I think his teacher got mad at him. He might be getting detention because of this show. If you are, Chris, I apologize. Thank you for tuning in. Rogue, what's going on, Rogue? Thank you for tuning in. Whitney wants to know what you look like. Guillermo in the house. Yo, entertainer. Who do you think is going to kill it and rise at the wide receiver? I mean, I still think there's only two wide receiver prospects that are going to go in the first round. I think that's Metcalf, and I think that's Hollywood Brown. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the receiver rankings. I might as well do that. Might as well do that. Yeah, I think I just got Chris in detention, so I apologize. Chris, everything all right over there? I think he's calling me from class. Christopher Hughes, there's your shout out. Scott Thomas, bad influence. I know, tell me about it. Oh, another receiver I really like. They haven't ranked fifth on this list. Another receiver I really like in this year's draft is Paris Campbell, the guy from Ohio State. He led the league this year in yak yardage. Very talented receiver after the catch. I like Paris Campbell a lot. And if he's there in the fourth round, which he more than likely won't be, I like the Giants to target him. I like him a lot. Another guy I like is, Harry. A lot of people said from Arizona State. Some people have him going in the late first. Deebo Samuel's another one. I've seen him mocked to the Patriots with the 32nd overall pick out of South Carolina. Those guys are all probably first, second round guys. If you're talking later, some names I've seen that people like, obviously Isabella got a ton of love at the Senior Bowl. Slot receiver out of UMass. He could be a target for the Giants in the fourth to fifth round if he's there. They certainly could use a guy, I think, going forward after this year with Shepard. I think Shepard's not going to be back. So that's a guy the Giants could potentially target too, Isabella in the 4th or 5th round. Stay in school, kids. And thank you so much for joining the channel. I just heard the honk. Every time that happens, that means somebody clicked that bell. Chris, Big Simple. Oh my God, Skins fan all day. That was hilarious. Yes, DK Mac. I don't think he's going to be there for you. Well, you guys don't have a 2nd round pick unless you trade down. Yes, if anybody wants a good laugh, go over to Skin Fan All Day. Go to about the hour and 20-minute mark, hour and 25-minute mark of his stream last night. He had a guy on his channel last night, and it was late. It was like 12:30 at night, 12:30 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Guy fell asleep. He was snoring for the last hour of the stream. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious. Yeah, you don't have a 2nd rounder. I think the Jets could trade down. I think they definitely could trade down. But I think now that you've switched to the 3-4, I think you stay where you are. I think you take Josh Allen. That's what I think. Yeah, he fell asleep on the stream. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Big Simple, the YouTuber, the Redskins YouTuber. He's snoring throughout the whole stream for the last hour. It was hilarious. Le'Veon Bell rumors. The Ravens generating buzz as possible favorite to sign Kyle Newport. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Yeah, it was on Skins Fan All Day's channel last night. And if you haven't done so, go join that channel. Mike Nixon, I heard Campbell and Isabella could run mid-4-2s. Mike Nixon, I like both those guys. I like Campbell a lot. I think he averaged like 13 yards in yak per catch this year. Something ridiculous like that. Great after the catch. So stupid, the Jets. We have... Yeah, I didn't get that either. Your personnel's more meant for the 4-3. I didn't get it. It's on Skins Fan All Day. He just posted. If you scroll up in the chat, he posted. He had like a lot of sleepy faces. It's his channel. It was his stream last night. You'll get a good laugh out of it. I don't like A.J. Brown at all. Seems like a better Zay Jones. Not impressed. Don't like his speed. Yeah. I'm not a big A.J. Brown guy myself. I like the first 5 guys for sure. Marquise Brown is probably the most electric. DK Metcalf's probably the best well-rounded receiver in this draft. Another guy that I like, if you're talking later, is Harmon from NC State. I like Harmon. Yo, Mike Nixon, Isabella's soaring up draft charts. Everyone likes him. Thank you, Asia. Thank you very much. Crazy Dog says it's called Big Simple, sleeping on the Redskins. Kimber Kiss is in the chat. Kimber Kiss, of course, is going to be on the channel on Tuesday. We're going to talk paranormal activity. We're going to hope to have Philly 500 on the channel. That should be a lot of fun. Come over to hang out with you, Christopher Hughes. Christopher Hughes. I'm all for people coming in here and promoting their channel once. I don't want a spam of it. But for people to come over here and say, come to my channel to watch a stream when I'm streaming is beyond rude. So please do not do that. And they're showing Ryan Bates here. He started games at left guard, left tackle, and right tackle last year from Penn State. I wish the Skins would switch back to the 4-3, honestly. Yeah, I wasn't too fond of the Giants switch to the 3-4 this year, to be honest with you. But I got to give it a few years. I got to let them get the personnel in. I do love our defensive coordinator, so we'll see. But I'm more of a 4-3 guy myself. Please refrain, otherwise you will be shoveled, Crazy Dog says. They're showing Deion Calhoun. He started his final 26 games of his career for Mississippi State. I guess they're just running like edge drills right now. Offensive lineman Dennis Daly, they're showing, I guess, how they... I don't even know what the hell they're doing. Showing their speed. How they're able to shuffle on an edge rusher, I guess. But it's really not that good of a test because they're doing it against other offensive linemen. Jawan Taylor, very good. Very good, Guillermo. He is soaring up draft charts. Huge offensive lineman. Big. One of the bigger guys in the draft. Oh, Kimber Slice, a very cool chick, Kimber Kiss. Very, very cool chick. Would you be surprised if we didn't take a quarterback? No. No, I wouldn't. I think it's a coin flip. I think they could definitely go pass rusher. Or they could trade down. Bobby, no, it's fine. I just said that. It's fine to say you have a channel. I don't ever say that's bad. Crazy Dog, everybody in here, that just say it. Don't overdo it, but that's fine. But when I'm streaming, don't tell people to come over to your stream. Otherwise, you're going to get shoveled. You've seen the Eagles re-sign Grant? Yes. That's not a bad deal. $13 million a year. It's about what I thought he'd get. It's what I thought was fair value. Sport Trek had him going for 16. I guess because of the thinness in the market, because they assume everybody's going to get franchise tagged. But I think that's a decent deal for the Eagles. He's 31 years old. 3 years, not committing too much. Not bad. Can your GOATs call in? Scott Thomas, the GOATs are always more than welcome to call in. We were taking a quarterback. I just don't know who. I don't know about that, Whitney. It's not a slam dunk. They could. They definitely could. I'm telling you, they're showing Derwin Gary there. Horrible 40 time from him. He ran like a mid-540. Phil Haynes there. Started 47 out of 50 games for Wake Forest. Bobby is wild. Bobby's a maniac. Getting a call here. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Goodbye. All right, he said hello 3 times, and then he said goodbye. So thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. Your thoughts on Cajuste? I like Cajuste, but he's a project. Good second round potential pick. I've seen him going mid-second round. Cajuste? Hello. Goodbye. That's what just happened there. Stage fright, Rogue Dog. Stage fright is right. By the way, anybody that may be new to the channel, if you haven't done so, join up. We have fun here. We talk sports. We talk Turtles. We talk NFL Combine. I'll be doing the first 3 days. Tomorrow's obviously the more exciting day with the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. Asia, you get a lot of weird callers. Creeper. What's going on? JR Smooth is scripted. Thank you for tuning in. Can't wait till they show some running backs. I hope they show that before I leave. I want to see some exciting 40 times. Right now they're showing the hog mollies, which a lot of teams need, especially in New York. Both the Giants and Jets. To me, the guy that has impressed me most, there's 2 guys that have impressed me most so far in these drills, and that is Bradbury and Dillard. Bradbury and Dillard have had really good combines so far. I think this is the same guy who was saying hello. What's going on? Hello.
Patriots success is a chance, baby. Yeah, man, sucks. Let's go, baby.
I don't even know what he said. Literally could not even hear what he said. I think it was a prank call. Probably going to block that number now because that sounded a little fugazi there. Let's block him. And he goes into the... He goes into the graveyard. Next up, you're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, call you I did.
Oh, Yoda. We got Yoda on the chat.
No, it is stuck in the Yoda.
Stuck in the Yoda. What's going on, my man? Thank you so much for calling in.
I'm doing good, brother. TGIF. Happy Friday to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's more like a Thursday to me because I work Saturdays. But it's Friday nonetheless.
That's right.
It's happy.
It is Friday.
It's happy nonsense.
Happy Friday Junior then for you.
Yes. What's going on, my man?
I know nothing about college football, which I've openly admitted to you, and you're talking about the NFL Combine, and of course the big thing for Giants fans is do we take Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, or neither, and wait till next year, which I worry if the team gets better next year, we're not going to have a top 10 draft pick and not going to get the quarterback.
Right.
So I'm not really familiar with the Big 12 or Big 10. I know there's a difference of 2 between the bigs, number 10 and number 12, and that's all I got. I see Kyler played in the Big 12, Dwayne in the Big 10, so maybe you can help me with the big differences there, because looking at their passing stats for last year, they're very, very similar. Touchdowns, interceptions, completion percentage, etc. Kyler's big difference is he ran for 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns, and Dwayne he did score 4 rushing touchdowns, but he averaged 1.4 yards a carry, so this dude's not a runner.
Yes. Okay, so as far as the Big 12 goes, a lot of knock, and to be fair, last year Baker Mayfield played pretty well in the pros, and he came out of the Big 12, but a big knock on the Big 12, specifically from the quarterback position, is it's a high-flying conference. A lot of points put up in that conference. The defenses are weak, and the offense that he plays in, it does pad the stats. He plays in an air raid offense. It does pad his stats. There's no doubt about it. That's why it's one of the most ridiculous statistical years in the history of college football, and they play against weak defenses. So that's definitely attributes to his stats. But by the same token, Dwayne Haskins, the offense he plays in, Urban Meyer, they've only produced one good pro in Urban Meyer's whole career. That's why a lot of people are scared of him, Alex Smith. So, I mean, Cam Newton played there, but he didn't start. He played for the Gators when he coached there. And that is a first-read offense as well. A lot of screen passes for him. Not a lot of second and third reads. So those are the knocks on the two quarterbacks. They don't play in pro-style offenses. Daniel Jones does. That's why I always say he's the most pro-ready in this year's draft. Daniel Jones plays in the same offense. Steel 58, oh my God.
Holy moly.
Thank you so much, Steel 58. I really appreciate that. He says, keep up the great work. Hashtag respect. Everybody do me a favor. Go join Steel 58. He's shown so much respect to my channel. And I really like what he's doing with his channel over there, by the way. He's kind of converting it from an old... He used to be in the TTC, which is fun. It's a lot of trash talking. But he's converting it to more of a family channel, which I really enjoyed. He had a lot of nice pictures with his kids and everything, and it was a really nice tribute he did for his family. I really enjoyed that. He did a video of Colorado, too. He showed the whole scenery of Colorado. I enjoyed that video as well. I've been to Colorado. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. But Steel 58, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But now I was getting back. I'm sorry, I got interrupted there. We were talking about.
No, rightfully interrupted, Chris. You got to do a shout out on that. We were talking about kind of differences between the Big 10, Big 12, how neither guy's really pro-style quarterback. So it sounds like all these stats I'm looking at are padded because of the bad defense.
Yes, and I was about to get into somebody. Oh, I was talking about Daniel Jones, and yeah, Daniel Jones plays in the same system that Eli and Peyton did, the same exact coach. So that's why a lot of people like him potentially to go for the Giants in the second round. He's the most pro-ready. He doesn't have the highest ceiling by any stretch. But he's the most pro-ready of the 4 quarterbacks you're hearing about.
So would you prefer the Giants take him in the second round and maybe get somebody on the offensive line or defense in the first round?
Well, the reason I think he is definitely an option in the second round if he's there. I don't know if he's going to be. But because from what I'm hearing, the Redskins like him at 15. But Daniel Jones... I like him in the second round because you're not committing anything. The second round picks only make $1 million. So you're paying a quarterback $1 million and you see what you got. If he's not good after a year, you draft a quarterback next year. I mean, you waste the second round pick, but I like Daniel Jones. I think he could be a good pro. I'm not head over heels for any quarterback in this draft. I like them. I don't like Locke. I don't like Locke, especially after what I saw yesterday. He's got 9-inch hands, which is very small for a quarterback. He's been fairly inconsistent throughout his collegiate career. Now, a lot of people point to Daniel Jones' numbers in college and they say, well, he only threw for a 59% completion percentage. But you got to factor in 2 things. One, he's playing in a pro-style offense. It's a much tougher offense to play in than the offense that the 2 guys at the top of the draft, Murray and Haskins. 2, he plays for the Duke in the ACC. They're one of the weaker teams in that conference. So it's not like playing for Ohio State where you're never getting touched. You know what I'm saying? So you got to factor that in.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats now. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. And it's everything that you're telling me about college football. I'm looking here. I'm like, all right, well, he's not terrible. He's got the size the Giants like. He's 6'5", 220, so he's a big, doofy quarterback behind the line that'll do his thing. So
he actually has.
I don't know.
I will say this: if you watch the film, it's not like he's a blazing athlete, but he has underrated athleticism. Daniel Jones can move.
Really?
Yeah, he can move.
All right.
Yeah, he's probably more athletic than Haskins, actually.
All right, so somebody in between. I mean, it'll be curious. I'm still won't know what the Giants do. Of course, none of us will until draft day. It's going to be a very interesting draft because we do need help in so many different areas. Eli coming back for one more year at least gives us some stability at the quarterback position, and he's going to mentor whoever they draft if they draft somebody. So I'm very excited for that. I think from talking to you over the past few weeks, you're fine if they take Haskins or Murray. I mean, whatever they do, you're on board.
I'm going to be fine with no matter what they do. I'm a Giants fan. I know that quarterback is a problem, and I recognize what Murray brings to the table. I know he's going to make the Giants an electric offense. I'm more pro Haskins. I've been on record as saying that. I'll continue to say that. But I don't think either one's a must draft. I think they could certainly go pass rusher. I think they could certainly go Devin White. Giants have so many holes, and because next year's draft is a better quarterback draft, I'm not going to be upset with them if they pass on the quarterback this year and go defense. I will not be upset. So I'm going to be happy with no matter what they do. I think the one thing I will say, I don't want them taking a corner. I don't want them taking Greedy Williams. Yeah, I don't want them taking Greedy Williams, especially after what we had with Eli Apple. I don't want them taking an early first-round pick on a corner. I will say that.
Yeah, I got to say, Eli Apple is probably my least favorite Giants pick in the last 10 to 20 years, only because I know Eric Flowers tanked, but we needed an offensive line when they picked him, so at least there was some hope there. Drafting a cornerback when we had Janoris Jenkins and Rogers Camrati at the time is like, what are you doing? Like, we don't need another corner.
Yeah, well, I think we talked about that last night. I think what happened with the Giants in that draft, I think they panicked because they thought that there was going to be a few guys that would have fallen to them in that draft, and teams traded up and grabbed them. And they didn't know who to pick. And I think they just looked at their board and said, we like this Eli Apple kid. He's tall, he's quick, he's got long arms, and we'll take him. I don't think they ever expected that the guy, Conklin, wouldn't be there. I think that was the guy they wanted most in that draft. And they got jumped, and somebody took Conklin. And then they ended up taking Apple. They panicked. That was a horrible job in that draft by Reese.
Yeah, maybe they just went with, okay, who do we think the best players available, which is not always the way to go when you have positions filled and you have a ton of holes everywhere else.
Exactly. You got to balance it. You got to balance it. And Gettleman, to me, it seems as if, based on last year's draft, he generally goes best available. I mean, you had all those all-star quarterbacks last year, and he went best available. He took the guy that everybody said was the best player in last year's draft. He didn't care about the position. So if you're going based off of last year, he's not going to take a quarterback because the best available player is not going to be a quarterback. Now, he may think differently. He may say, you know what, we're picking sixth. We don't know what we're going to be picking in next year's draft. We have an opportunity here to fill a void, a position that we need filled within the next couple of years, and he may take a quarterback. But if he's going best available player, he's not going to take a quarterback.
You know what? I agree with you 100% there. And real quick, Chris, I just want to say, I see you've already made it to 4,100 subscribers, which tells me 5,000 is right down the line. So congratulations on your channel continuing to grow. If you're in the chat, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please do so for my brother, the entertainer. And the last question I have for you is you talked about doing a top 80s, 90s movies. Are we doing that next week?
Oh, we're definitely, we're definitely doing it. I got to figure out, Tuesday I have my show, which, and by the way, everybody go check out Stuck in the 80s. I'm going to put that in the community notes the day that we're doing that. I'm going to go over his channel. He was already on my channel. We're going to be doing a movie, top 10 movies, 80s and 90s. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we could do it Monday. Because Monday I got my call-in show. So Monday I got my call-in show. Tuesday I got the
Tuesday Night Live.
Yeah, the Tuesday Night Live. Wednesday I usually do the Giants thing with Bad Dog. Let's do Thursday. We'll do Thursday. Lock it in. We'll do it Thursday. Yeah, we'll do it Thursday.
Locked in. On the calendar.
Locked in on the calendar. We're doing it Thursday.
All right, brother. Appreciate you taking the call. Good job as always, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for calling in. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Sentinel, I saw that you said you're from Italy. I didn't know that. Is that why you're a Mets fan? Piazza? A Paisan? I was kidding. Giants should think about... I think you've called in before, but I could be wrong.
Patriots are the greatest dynasty ever. Eli Manning is a wash.
He called in to tell me that the Patriots are the greatest dynasty ever, and Eli Manning's a wash. And he's going to be blocked. But thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. But Yeah, the Patriots are the greatest dynasty ever. I don't know what you want me to tell you with that. And Eli Manning smoked you guys twice. So say what you want about Eli Manning. But you know what? He was your kryptonite. And if it wasn't for Eli Manning, you guys would have the greatest individual team in the history of football. So suck on that. And the Giants beat the Pats. Yes, they did, Dark Demonic. He's a fanook, HTTR. He's a fanook. MH is in the chat. What's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. I like New York. That's why I picked the Jets and Met. Oh, all right. Very good stuff, man. Very good stuff. Piazza. He did buy a team in Italy, and then I think he sold it, if I'm not mistaken. I think he sold it. They're showing Deion Calhoun from Mississippi State looking like a big hog molly. He's got a shaved head there, looking like Bad Dog. Suck on that. Stuck in the... I love Montez Sweat. Love him. But don't think he'll go 6th overall. I saw Kid Blue had a mock to the Giants at 6th overall. Fits the Giants perfectly. 3-4 edge rusher. Don't see him going to the Giants at 6th overall, though. I seen a mock draft today that had us drafting Bryce Love in the 6th round, Mike Nixon. I'm going to do a lot more research after the Combine. I'm going to actually do a... You guys keep saying next year we pick a quarterback. In other words, y'all want us to suckery again. Well, okay, Whitney, here's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm fine either way. I'm fine if they go either avenue. But Whitney, you're talking about sucking next year. Do you honestly think if we take Dwayne Haskins or Kyler Murray and don't improve the holes that we have for just next year? Because if you take one of them, you're gonna, in my opinion, if we're just thinking next year, they're going to be a better team if they don't take a quarterback. If we're thinking future, you take the quarterback. But if you're just thinking next year, you don't take a quarterback. You take a pass rusher. Because that will help the 2019 team, or 2020, what will it be, 2019 team, more than taking Murray. You're taking an inexperienced college quarterback, and you still have the same holes. You still have a weak defense, a subpar offensive line. Just for next year, Eli Manning's the best option, in my opinion. You don't draft a quarterback. You take a pass rusher or a offensive lineman, whatever, but... long term, though, you take Haskins or Murray would certainly help the future for sure. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Entertainer.
What's going on?
This is Scott Thomas.
Scott Thomas. He always brings the shotguns. He has the goats. He's always a laugh. Scott Thomas, big Cardinal.
It's early.
One of my best subscribers, and it's early, so hopefully he's not too drunk. What's going on, Scott?
No, I haven't started that, but I've been on a roll the past few days. I think, one more night tonight. I can't miss that. But I just wanted to support the show and call in.
I appreciate that, man.
I don't have a little disclaimer to everybody. I don't have a TV. I don't have electricity or water. I mean, I have a generator. It costs me like $20 a night to watch the show, and because I put it on stereo. But anyway, so. Not a big sports guy. What do you want to talk? Cardinals first pick?
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about. By the way, I just want to thank you for being as appreciative to my channel as you are. So I just want to say thank you for that. You're a huge supporter of my channel, and I appreciate that.
I really like it. It's so weird, like you're a Giants fan. I've never been to New York.
You're going to have to come.
My goats are here.
Oh, the goats
I would love to come. My bucket list. I mean, come on, that city's amazing. Here's a goat. Can you guys talk? Talk. Damn, they suck. They got stage fright. Talk. Bitch. Oh, sorry. I swore.
No, that's all right.
Anyway, we have new baby goats. But anyway, I think the Cardinals, we had such a bad year last year. Our fan base is weak. I mean, it's all transplants here. We have people from Chicago, everywhere. Hell, our team's a transplant. They're from St. Louis, so...
Right.
They'll go ahead and make the first pick, and I think probably defense. I don't know.
I'm seeing the rumors where they may trade the pick or they may take Murray and trade Rosen. I don't see that happening. I think they're gonna.
That's because of the new coach. Yeah, true.
Because of what Kingsbury said. But I think they stick to their guns. I think they take either Quinnen Williams or Bosa. I think that's who you're going to take. Both of them are great players. If I was a Cardinals fan, that's who I'd want. So I think that's what they do.
They probably need a little hype. So, yeah, let's take somebody with a little flash. I don't know. Come on, it's Cardinals. Nobody wants to talk Cardinals. So, anyway, I got a little messing around here to do. I just wanted to call in the show, and I'm kind of a mess. My brain's like mayonnaise right now. Love you.
All right.
Whatever you want to talk about. I love you. Go have fun. Thanks for doing your show. I love you. Bye.
Scott, you're the best, man. I hope to see you tonight on the Nonsense stream. Thank you for calling in, my man. He is the best. He is hilarious. Hard to pass on Bosa. Yeah, well, Bosa's the safest, that's for sure. Jeffrey's in the chat. He says, I'm expecting a top 10 pick again. Going with Eli again is going to be the same deal game in and game out. Yeah, I mean, Jeffrey. I think there's a prank call again, but go ahead. You can tell
Eli Manning sucks. He's not a Hall of Famer. He's washed up. He sucks.
Is that all you got to say? Is that
terrible?
Is that all you got?
Patriots are the greatest dynasty ever.
Okay, do you want me to respond to that, or are you just going to hang up? He's just going to hang up because he's a pussy. But Eli Manning is definitely a Hall of Famer, and I'm going to block that number. But Eli Manning is definitely a Hall of Famer. He's responsible for the two greatest drives in NFL history. He's won 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. And you're an idiot.
Hello?
And you can't stay on the phone for me to rebut you. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Oh yeah, this is Eric again. This is Eric calling from the last show.
What's going on, buddy?
What do you think the Bucs gonna do with the 5th pick in the draft? What, behind the Giants and the Jags? I think we'll probably trade down with you guys or the Jags.
By the way, I'm gonna get to you in a second. I'm gonna talk to Jana Walker right there. I don't know if he's the person who just called in. How is Eli Manning not a Hall of Famer? He asked. Are you an idiot? He's 7th all-time in passing yards. Yeah, I'm gonna get to you in a second. 7th all-time in passing yards. Or maybe even 6th. He has 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. He put the team on his back in 2011 to win that Super Bowl. The 2 greatest drives in the history of the sport. He played in the biggest media market. Everybody looks at stats. Yes, he's old now. We know. We have to move on. But to say he's not a Hall of Famer, there's only 4 quarterbacks in the history of sport that have 2 Super Bowl MVPs. He's one of them. Give me a break. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I really think the Bucs might. I heard Devin White or offensive line. I like the boy Williams from Alabama, or Taylor, or I go get the guy from Kentucky, Josh Allen.
Yeah, he's not going to be there. Josh Allen's not going to be there. How
about Phillips? You see Phillips with Clemson, number 99?
Oh, he'll definitely be there, but I don't think you guys will take him. I can see you guys going a lot of directions there. You're definitely not going to go quarterback from the looks of it, but I think you're going to go. I think you could go. You could go a lot of players. You could go Farrell. You could go
White.
You go Devin White. You could go Greedy Williams. You go Burn. You go a lot of players. You go cornerback, best Greedy Williams or whoever you think.
Or trade. We could trade down and get him more picks.
You could definitely trade. You could definitely trade down. I'm a little surprised you guys stuck with Winston, but it sounds like you are. But I do like like your head coach a lot.
Yeah, we're in a good spot right now. We're in a good spot for the draft. Really, we're in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Bucs fan, you're gonna.
I can see Miami. The teams in the bottom half of the team looking for a quarterback.
What would you, if you were trading down to 13? What would you want to be? What would you want? If you, I want
the Bucs to go to the playoffs this year because we're not. I don't think we're far away from the playoffs.
No. I'm saying if you're trading down from 5 to 13, what would be your asking price?
A first, the pick 13, of course.
Yeah, you swap picks.
Maybe this. I think you put this year, the 3rd pick this year, and next year's 1st round pick.
Okay, so a swap of first, a 3rd round pick, and a 1st round pick. I think I'd want more than that. I think if I'm dropping from 5 to 13, I think I'd want a swap, a 2nd round, and a 1st round. Because you look at what the Jets got. The Jets jumped from 6 to 3 last year. They gave up 3 seconds. So
3 seconds. Yeah, we did the same thing last year too. The Bucs went from 7 all the way to 12 last year. We've got 2. We did it last year too.
Yeah.
We traded down from 7 to 12.
I think
we
you
did
could.
last year.
I think you could certainly trade down. That's for sure. It's definitely in the card. You guys are an interesting team. You guys could go anywhere with that pick. You could take anyone. You could trade down.
I think do you think the Bucs go to the playoff this year? Do you think we're far off from the playoff contention?
No, I think you guys are headed in the right direction. I think Arians is a great coach. But I don't. I think your division. I think the Saints are still great. I think that the Falcons are going to be much better now that they're getting injured players back. I don't think that you guys, and I think your offense played better than it really was last year because you had a great offensive coordinator.
We was the top 5 offense last year.
Yeah, I think a lot of that had to do. I think a lot of that had to do with your OC though, and he's gone now. So you guys could be decent. I don't see you guys.
Man, he hasn't seen this much talent in a long time on one roster. He hasn't seen this much talent in a long time. This is one of his best teams roster. We got Deshaun Jackson, Adam Humphrey, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard, Cameron Breaks. That's the offense. You got a defense. McCoy, David.
No. You guys, I'm not going to deny you guys have talent. You guys definitely have talent. If you're asking me if I think you guys are going to make the playoffs next year, I'm going to tell you no. I think you guys will be decent. You guys will probably win 8 games.
Yeah. Probably it's going to be close. It's going to be close, though.
Yeah, you guys are going to be good in the
future. I have a feeling the Giants going to make the playoffs this year, too. I think the Giants will make the playoffs. But that division over there, it's not guaranteed. You guys
Giants have a chance. A lot of people might think they don't. I'm not going to pick them. I got to be fair.
I do. I would have picked them already. I would have picked them already for the season over, so I would have picked the Giants to make the playoffs.
They can. I'm not going to say they can't. I think they're a lot better than some people may give them credit for if they can make some of the adjustments I think they make.
Have you realized when the Bucs and Giants always pick almost the same the last couple of years with the same position? We go like tight end, like Evan Ingram,
that's
Howard.
True. Evan Ingram and Howard, yeah.
Remember we got like Apple and Hartgrave. The last couple of years we've been playing basically.
That's a good point. Maybe that's why we're both picking where we are in this year's draft, 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
But
it'd be funny. It'd be funny if both of us been going for the same needs. Both of us need offensive line, though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you go, man.
Who do you think?
Oh, go ahead. One last question.
Who do you think is the best offensive line prospect this year?
Who's the best offensive lineman?
Mm-hmm.
I think the best offensive lineman is Jonah Williams.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what some people think. Some people think it could be Taylor or Ford.
Taylor. A lot of people like Taylor, and Ford's very good too. Very athletic. Taylor's a monster.
Okay.
There's a lot of good offensive linemen in this draft. There's 5 or 6 that I think will go in the first round. But I'm gonna let you go, my man.
Okay, then. Thank you. Sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. Thank you for calling in.
You too.
All right, buddy. Mike, you still a mod? It is sport. I want to hear them talk to each other. I don't know what you're talking about, Luke. Oh, you're talking about the guy. Oh, yeah, I'm all fine talking to that guy if he wants to actually talk. If he doesn't want... that's what I can't stand. If you're going to call and you're going to debate and you're going to tell me I'm wrong... Okay, don't time him out. I'm going to talk to Jaden Walker. All right, they timed him out already. But, no, I mean, if he's going to actually talk and not just call in and say Eli sucks and hang up the phone, I'll talk with him. They're showing Bill Polian, the Colts president. As we are here at the Combine. How was what he was saying not respectful, Luke Baker said. Yes, J.R. Smooth, I saw that. 3 years, 39 or 40 million. Oh, thank you so much for joining the channel. I just heard a honk there. I appreciate that. But yeah, 3 years, 40 million. I'm going to be live for about another... I'll probably go to about 11:40. They're showing... There's a break now, so I assume we're going to get to hopefully see some running backs before I go to work. Prospect. It's only been offensive linemen. So offensive linemen and running backs today. We haven't gotten to the running backs yet. But to me, 2 offensive linemen helped their draft stock a lot. One was Bradbury, who's projected as a second-round pick. He had a really good combine. He ran a good 40 time, good bench reps. He ran a sub-5 for an offensive lineman. And the other was Dillard. Dillard had a great combine. So both those guys, I think, helped their stock. Lillard was projected to go late first. Maybe jumps up to mid-first. Who knows? But both of them had a really good combine. Yeah, Saturday's quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends. Sunday is D linemen. I'm probably going to miss it. I'm only going to be able to do it from, it starts at 10 tomorrow, so it starts a little later. I'm probably going to be able to do from 10 till the same time today, 11:40, so probably won't get to see the throwing. I'll, of course, DVR it, but I'll do those 40 times probably. Wisconsin is our little brother. I don't know what you're talking about there. Bucks draft Jacobs. Yeah, well, everybody loves Jacobs. I don't think they'll take him that early in the draft, though. Everybody loves him, though. Best running back in this year's draft. Showing Polian, though, he did a good job there with the Colts, of course. Won them a Super Bowl. Gotta go, bro. Great show as always. Stuck in the 80s, man. I appreciate all the love you show me, man. Thank you for calling in. Again, I want to say thank you to Steel 58. Amazing gratitude. I really appreciate that. I want to see the quarterbacks ready. Let's go. That's tomorrow, Joe. That's tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to it. Wait till the NCAA tournament. Oh, God. Techie 800. I'm going to get into that in a second. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainer. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, it's Nelson.
Nelson. What's going on? How you doing, buddy?
All right. I'm just talking about the Giants. You know, now that Eli's our quarterback for next year, we could face Tom Brady for next season.
Right. Well, they're going to play Tom Brady. They're playing the Patriots in the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying that'd be an interesting matchup because Brady versus Eli won last time? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I think.
Yeah, sure. It'll be fun. Definitely be fun. Yeah, I don't know if Eli's going to be the starter of the whole year next year. We got to see what they do in the draft, but I think he's certainly going to start the year as the quarterback.
Sure.
You know? But, real quick, Techie brought up the College B-Bowl, the tournament. I'm going to be streaming the first 2 days almost entirely. I had to take vacation time, and I said, why not? What's better than staying at home and watching the first 2 days of the tournament? So I'm going to be doing that, streaming those games. I'm going to have to pick out which ones I want to stream, but, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So if you guys are free during the day, that's what I'm going to be doing. But, yeah, go ahead, Nelson.
Okay, I was going to ask you about how are you going to stream the next AAF games?
I don't know. I got to see. The last one didn't get that good of an audience, and I think it has to do with the fact that people are allowed to show the games on YouTube. So I don't know if I'm going to because it's a lot of work to do that, and it doesn't seem like I get much of an audience anymore because people are showing the game. So I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see. I'll definitely do something on Sunday, whether it be that or baseball. Because I know it's still fun for you guys. So I'll definitely stream something on Sunday. I just don't know what yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You could take your time what you want to do, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably put up a poll. But Goose, I'm not sure how that works. I got to talk to Bad Dog, the sponsor thing. I have no idea. You maybe got to apply for that. I have no idea. Bavit, I'm back. How's it going at the Combine? Bavit, so far, only the offensive linemen have gone. They're at a break right now. Today's running backs and offensive linemen. The two offensive linemen that really stood out were, what's his name? Garrett Bradbury and Andre Dillard. Dillard was a projected late first. He may move up to mid first. Who knows? He ran a sub 5.40, and so did Bradbury. Bradbury had the quickest time. He ran about a 4.93, and Bradbury was really good on the bench reps too. He had 34, and Dillard did well on the bench as well. They both had a really good combine. But anything else, my man?
Yeah, that's the Giants. I hope. I just hope that this guy can do whatever he wants to do. You know, he seemed great the last time.
Who did? What'd you say?
I hope this guy can do whatever he wants to do.
Oh, he will. You know Dave Gettleman. He will. He definitely will. He always does. He's going to pick who he wants to pick. He's not one who's going to just draft the guy to draft the guy. He's going to pick who he wants to pick.
Oh, sure.
You know? But anything else, my man?
Is it A.R. quarter weight?
What?
Is it A.R. quarter weight?
Is the A.R.?
A.R. a phone call weight?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
Is there any other phone caller waiting?
Oh, any other phone call?
Waiting for
any other phone call or waiting? I don't know, but I want to give people the opportunity to call in.
All right, then.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for being a great subscriber. Thank you for calling in, and we will. I'm sure I'll see you tonight, hopefully on the nonsense stream.
Okay.
All right, Nelson. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, take care.
All right, my man. Kendra's in the chat. What's going on, Kendra? Techie says that's changing this year. We're making that run. Oh, I'm talking college basketball. Jeffrey Abbey says, love how Haskins was asked to throw a lot for Ohio. Shows that he has a live arm and is a good thing. Great point, Jeffrey. And Spencer did a great job on that film with the Purdue game where he threw like 60 times, and you saw he still had a ton of arm strength there in the second half. So it's a great point you bring up. Much like a pitcher. Like a big arm pitcher who could throw deep into a game. What you think of the wide receiver from Arizona State? A lot of people like Harry. A lot of people like him. I've seen some people have him rated the number one wide receiver on their board. Most people, the consensus is Metcalf and Hollywood Brown as the top two. But I have seen some people have him as their number one. He's definitely in the top four. Murray is legit and Bad Dog is correct. Murray can throw. Oh, Murray could definitely throw. I would never tell you he couldn't. He could definitely throw. What round do centers usually get drafted in? It depends. Depends how talented they are, but I think you'll probably see the centers in this draft start to go in the second round. I don't think there's any first round centers. Did you hear about my man Jason Witten? Yes. I made a video on that, Kendra. Yes. Witten is back for your Cowboys. I think it's a good pickup. I don't know how much of an impact he's going to have at being 37 years old. I know he's going to kill our Giants, though. He always does. But if nothing else, he's going to be a good leader for that team. Yo, Anthony Simonelli, what's going on, my man? Let me take off the headphones now because they're bothering me. Duke is so talented in basketball this year. Yeah, of course. Front the pocket. Well, going to be interesting. Glad we have two options. Yeah, I'm still Haskins one. I'm still of the belief that we don't need to take a quarterback. But I'm not going to be upset if they do. Eric, I'm going to be off March 13th. So, all right, I'm going to tell you my channel plans. I'm going to have, and by the way, yes, we're definitely going to do a free agent talk show a couple of days before. But March 13th, I'm not going to go live throughout the day because I think it'll be more beneficial to my channel in terms of gaining subscribers and getting more people to find out what my channel is if I do individual videos. But March 13th, I'm going to be pounding out a ton of individual videos of all the big free agent acquisitions. And then that night, after all the smoke is cleared, I will have a live show. I was probably with Jet Central, a broad NFL show where we talk about all the big free agent signings and what it did to the shape of the league. So that's what I'm going to be doing March 13th. It's going to be a busy day. Oh, yeah, Kendra. No, thank you. Thank you. Of course, tonight we're going to be live for the nonsense stream. You think your Giants should get Bradbury or Jenkins from Mississippi State? To be honest with you, I like Bradbury a lot, especially after what I saw today. Second round pick might be worth a look. Very athletic. What is your opinion on Shermer saying he is a body collector? Will we keep OV and Jenkins and Collins? I think they're going to franchise Collins. I still believe that. We're going to find out very soon. I think the deadline's in about a week. Jenkins and OV, I think they're going to keep Jenkins. Not a lot of good corners in the free agent market. And he's still at least decent. OV could be cut. I think he's the most likely player to be cut of the big four Eli, Jenkins, Vernon, and what's his name? Who's the other fourth contract? The big contract, Ogletree. So I think of the four, I think OV is the most likely to be cut. Yes, Jeffrey, I like the mixture. I agree with that. I like the mixture of the old school mind and the yes. I like that. I like Pat. Pat grew on me last year. I like Pat. I don't know if I'm fully in on him, but I like him. There's some guys who are like, we got to get rid of this guy. I don't. Not at all. Not at all. Yes, Darby's definitely the best free agent corner. Very good slot corner. He's going to make a lot, though. $13 million. $13 million for him. Not worth it, in my opinion. Showing Jonah Williams there warming up on the field there. Hopefully they show some running backs before I got to tune out. I'd like to see some. Get to see there 40 times. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining. I hear a lot of traffic there in the background. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you guys so much for that. You're interrupting a live broadcast. Don't they know that? Show some respect. And some people may ask, how do you sleep with that? You get used to it. You get used to it. First week I was in this apartment, I couldn't sleep. You get used to it. It's almost like a background noise. Very relaxing, actually. Want to see... Yeah, I want to see Jacobs too, Eric. I want to see Jacobs too. Best running back in this year's draft class. Horn, stand up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Who's ever been here the whole time, whoever just popped in at all, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being great subscribers. I appreciate it. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you haven't done so, please join. Don't forget to hit that button. Can't say the word, supposedly. I don't know what the rules are. But please join. Slam that bell. Alright, here we go. Don't block him. I want to read the comment. Eli is not a Hall of Famer with... David Tyree, really? Is that... Somebody blocked him. I can't read it. Can't read it. But I think he said Eli is not a Hall of Famer without David Tyree and Mario Manningham. I couldn't read the rest. But Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. I mean, if you want to get stupid and talk like that, Tom Brady's not a Hall of Famer without the talk rule. Tom Brady's not a Hall of Famer if the Seattle Seahawks hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. Every Super Bowl you guys have won. Tom Brady's not a Hall of Famer if the Falcons didn't choke away a 28-3 lead and didn't decide to stop running the football and milk the clock. I mean, if you want to get stupid like that, we could talk stupid all day. Everybody knows to win Super Bowls, you need some luck. You guys know better than anybody. No, I don't have an alarm clock. I just wake up. So who's your favorite non-first round prospect? For the Giants, because that's who I'm looking at. I like Lindstrom from Boston College, the guard. I like him a lot. I like Kajus too. I want an offensive lineman in the second round, so that's who I'm looking at. I like Jonah Williams, just not at 6. But I like him to your Bills. I think that's where he's going to go. Yeah, if you want to get stupid, yeah, Tom Brady's not a Hall of Famer without Gostkowski and Vinatieri. If you want to get dumb. Montez Sweat is not that early though, MH. I know you love the name. He said Eli is not a Hall of Famer without David Tyree and Mario Manningham. They have no Super Bowls. He did not deserve those Super Bowl MVP. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to be completely fair. Completely fair. The first Super Bowl, I actually agree. Even though he had that great last drive, the defense collectively deserved that MVP. The pass rush was phenomenal. They got after Tom Brady. And if there is a lesson to be learned from that Super Bowl, that goes to show you how important an offensive line is. Because when the great Tom Brady got attacked by pressure, he didn't perform too well. The second Super Bowl, to say he wasn't the MVP is beyond ridiculous. And that first Super Bowl run, if we're not just looking at the Super Bowl individually, that run, he was phenomenal. The Cowboy game, everybody forgets. The 54-second drive before the half. If he doesn't do that, they don't sniff a Super Bowl. The way he performed in negative 30,000 degrees in Green Bay, everybody forgets that. And he performed very well in the Super Bowl. But yes, the defense was the driving force. In the second Super Bowl run, that regular season, he put the team on his back. And throughout the playoffs, the 49ers, he got hit like a piñata. Stood in the pocket the whole game. Didn't throw one pick. Okay? Green Bay against Aaron Rodgers. He went up against the 13-3 Packer team. He smoked them. And then in the Super Bowl, he played his ass off. And none of that was luck. The Mario Manningham throw, you give Manningham more credit than Eli? Eli dropped it right in the bucket. Eli's the one who deserves more credit for that. Manningham didn't have a choice but to catch it. He put it in the perfect spot. So, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm only taking a second-round guard or offensive tackle if we don't get that. Yes, Joe Lutz. I'm doing this based on the... Yes. My mindset will change based off of free agency. And yeah, HTTR. Belichick made Brady. And people who don't want to admit that are dead wrong. And I'm not taking anything away from Brady. Hard worker, great player. But Belichick certainly helped his career tremendously. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up? It's Jack Pollock.
Jack Pollock, what's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
Not much. Just watching the combine, and my two favorites so far are Bradbury and Cody Ford.
Yes, Bradbury really impressed. I think he helped his draft stock a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if he should be going second round anymore, but if he does go second round, the Giants could seriously be a good contender for him.
He's a perfect spot there. I could if they decide now. Yeah, I definitely could see Bradbury in the second round. He's going to move up mocks. I think he was a late second round, mid second round guy. I think he could go early second now with this combine.
Yeah. The thing about Cody Ford is the Giants need a tackle, but people are saying he's going to play guard.
Yeah, that's a good question. What happened to the logo? I don't know what happened to the logo. I apologize about that guy. You know what? Let me just expand my picture so it doesn't look stupid. Whoop. Let me put the number up there. I don't know what the hell just happened there. But, yeah. But, I'm sorry. I got interrupted there. What were you saying?
That Cody Ford's going to play guard and not tackle.
Well, that would help. The Giants could use help there. I mean, obviously, Jamon Brown's probably coming back as the guard, but Jamon Brown I don't think is a long-term answer. He's a mediocre guard. He's not anything special. I know the Giants played a lot better with him there, but they could certainly use a depth guy there and a guy that could eventually take over the following year or even this year if Jamon Brown's not playing up to stuff.
Yeah. Have the Giants re-signed Aldrick Rosas yet?
Have the Giants signed Aldrick Rosas yet? No, they have not yet. I fully expect them to, though. I think they have. So people complain about the big face. Let's shrink it back down. People don't like the big face. But I think they have some kind of control over him. So he's going to be back. It's just a matter of when, not if. He's going to be back.
Yeah, I'm just excited to watch Jonah Williams and Jawan Taylor go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And they're showing previous combines here. They're showing Russell Wilson. Wow, what a steal he was, huh?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch quarterbacks tomorrow.
Oh, God. Yeah, the quarterbacks and receivers are always the most fun because of the 40 times. And the running backs. Running backs, too.
Yeah. I just don't understand why Kyler's not throwing. It makes no sense to me at all.
You're telling me. It made sense. Darnold made sense last year because everybody knew where that guy was going.
Yeah.
But for him not to throw... It's a dumb decision. I don't understand it. It shows a lack of let me get that logo back up. I don't know what happened there. Let me shrink this back down. It shows a lack of confidence. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that he needs to prove is how good his arm is. Everyone knows how fast he is. The only thing that's holding him back is just nobody knows how good of a thrower he can be.
Right. Exactly. I think he can throw the football. My only concern with him is his ability to throw in the pocket. That's what I worry about.
Yeah, I'm just scared he can't see over the offensive lineman.
Right. But He's definitely could throw the football and he could run. I mean, he's definitely a talent. Let me shrink this down a little bit. But I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do this on the fly while I'm talking to you. That's because the logo went away. But anything else, my man?
All right. I'm good.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
All right. Thank you.
All right, my man. And there's Lee. What's going on, Lee? Gonna be live for about another probably about 30 minutes. Then I gotta get ready for work. But yeah, Lee, big Giant fan. Football season starts today. That's right. So the Hog Mollies did their 40 times. They did some bench reps. Probably not gonna get a chance to look at the running backs. Wish I could. Tomorrow I'll be doing this, but probably not gonna get a chance to look at the throwing. I'll definitely DVR it and probably make a video on it. But I'll be doing the same time tomorrow. They start at 10 tomorrow, which is a little later. Gonna do another... Yes. JC Rover and myself will be doing at least 3 mock drafts. And the next one will be on one of their channels. I'm not sure which, but yes, 100%. And I think we're gonna have Kid Blue on for that one as well. I know you will, Lee. I know you will, Lee. Put a Mets logo. It's not a Mets show. Can't put a Mets logo. Oh, you mean for my logo? In baseball season, change it from the Giants emblem to the Mets? I've thought about doing that, actually. Having, like, alternate logos. Like the scripted Mets, but it says Entertainer. And the Knicks logo. I've thought about doing that. I got to talk to my guy. As they're showing, still talking in the booth. Do you think I care about this? Show the players. Get back to the combine. My God. Bucks need to draft best. Yeah, they will. They'll draft best available. I think that's what the Bucks are going to do. Giants, I don't know what they're going to do. They may go quarterback. They may go best available. Alternative Dolphins. But once again, guys, I hope you tune in tonight. Mr. Bad Dog's going to be on the channel. We'll be doing the nonsense stream. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I hope I see you guys there for that. That's always fun. I'm going to have to do that quickly on the fly, the bracket. Matter of fact, let me look up. Oh, my God. What is going on here? I don't understand this. Now my video's going away. This thing is acting stupid. Hold on. Let me get the... I'll get it back up. Hold on one second, guys. Let me shrink this back down. Put the chat behind here. There we go. There we go. I don't know what's going on, Asia. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm not clicking anything, and it's just blanking stuff out. Yes, Midwest Sports. Yes. It's the Gremlins. That's what it is. It's the Gremlins. Tonight it'll be 9:45. 9:45, 9:50. Entertain it talking bloopers. Mike Nixon, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Blood Red Snake in the house. What's going on, Blood Red Snake? Chris, how long did it take your channel to get approved for monetization after getting to the review step? It was about a month. Maybe 6 weeks. Because I got there, I think it was about 5 or 6 weeks. It took a while. It took a while. I was like, are they ever going to review my channel? I thought they didn't even get the message. It took a while. It was definitely at least a month. Entertainer talking bloopers, yeah. But I guess they're getting ready to get back to it. They're all shaking hands. Hopefully they get back to the field now. Eli's not a Hall of Famer. He's only won playoff games 2 years, and those were Super Bowl years. He's terrible. He got carried by the defense. If Eli's a Hall of Famer, then Flacco is. Okay, so I saw your message. Jaden. Now, nobody block him. I want to know how old you are. Because I want to know if you got a chance to watch the 2011 season. And if you think the defense carried him that year, you don't know football. Period. They had the worst ranked defense in the sport that year. And they had the worst ranked running game. He literally put the team on his back that entire year. And he should have won the MVP. I don't care what the numbers say. He should have won the MVP that year. Threw for almost 5,000 yards that year. Eli's much better than Flacco. Yeah, HTTR. It's probably a couple more weeks. It was probably 6 weeks. And they're getting back to it. And here's Andre James. I guess it's the second batch of offensive linemen from UCLA. He's running his 40 time here. Oh, Lindstrom's coming up. I want to see how he does. And Greg Little. So we got a couple of heavy hitters coming up for their 40 times. James runs a 5.32. Not the best time there. But some people just don't know football. To say Eli Manning's not a Hall of Famer, just stupid. Just stupid. Cody Ford looked good. The two guys who impressed the most were, where did my list go? The two guys impressed the most were Garrett Bradbury and Andre Dillard. To me, they stood out the most. They helped their draft stock the most. I'm not a huge Little guy myself. He reminds me a lot of Flowers. They're already saying he potentially needs to be converted from tackle to guard. Never like hearing that. What's going on, Playboy? Thank you for tuning into the stream, buddy. What's going on, my man? I'll be live for about another 25 minutes. Yeah, exactly, Jack. That's who he reminds me of based on the scouting report. Now, if he falls to us in the second round, I'm not going to be upset if the Giants take him, but not my favorite offensive lineman in this draft. Showing a Dak Prescott commercial there. He gets a lot of commercials for a shitty quarterback, doesn't he? 2007, he got carried by the D. Nope, Flacco and Eli are about the same. Oh, I'm sorry. He had one good year. One good year. He had one good year. Yeah, I can't talk to you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I can't talk to you anymore. To say he only had one good year. I mean, 3 years ago, he threw what? 35 touchdowns and 14 picks or something like that? I mean, you're just silly. He has the 7th most passing yards of all time. And he had the second longest streak ever by a quarterback to start games. You're just an Eli hater. And the league is full of them. Half the Eli haters are in the Giants fan base. To say he's not Hall of Famer, you're just stupid. You're dumb. But what's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up? It's Kyle from Long Island.
Kyle from Long Island. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, what's up with all this Eli hatred? He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's a legit Hall of Famer. Can we just, all grow up a little bit? He's a Hall of Famer.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I mean, it's ridiculous. I get the hatred. Jaden is a Patriot fan. He's upset that Elijah Manning went down the field and beat his Patriots. Twice. But he broke the undefeated streak. I get it. And if it wasn't for Eli Manning, you would have the greatest team in the history of football. But unfortunately, you went up against number 10. So suck on that, my friend. But what's going on?
I was actually listening to Dave Gelman's interview. I have to admit, I love him as our GM because I like the fact he's not giving away what we're planning at all. And I like the fact he would like to keep Eli as our starter one more year and have someone sit on the bench for a year, like they used to all the time until most recently. Like he wants to do what Kansas City did, and I kind of really like that with the move because I think we do take anybody quarterback this year, they should sit because I don't see any of them being a great starting quarterback this year.
Yeah, and by the way, Blood Red Snake, I'll agree with that. I don't know if he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's going to get in. No, I mean, I agree with you because Haskins' inexperienced. All the quarterbacks in this year's draft, other than Locke and Jones, who I don't think the Giants will take at 6th overall, are inexperienced. So I don't think they're ready to start from the jump. So I think it's in the Giants' best interest, and Murray or Haskins, if they take either one's best interest, to start on the bench for at least half a year.
And I have a question. What ideally position would you like us to go for in our 2nd and 3rd round picks?
Wow. By the way, I don't mean to interrupt you. Chris Lindstrom, the guy who I said I'd like in the 2nd round, just ran a 4.92 40 as an offensive lineman. I like Lindstrom. Greg Little ran a 5.34. Lindstrom. Keep an eye on Lindstrom as a 2nd round pick from the New York Giants. But go ahead.
What position do you want us to really target in the 2nd and 3rd round? Because we have so many holes. It looks like the right tackle spot will be taken care of in free agency. The guard still worries me. The center still worries me. and then we have that defense that just needs an overhaul?
Second round, I still want them to either take an offensive lineman or a pass rusher if they go quarterback in the first. If they go pass rusher in the first, I want them to go quarterback or offensive line. If Daniel Jones is there, maybe you take Daniel Jones. Those are the three biggest needs. So that's what I want them to address. Definitely could go safety, though. I like a lot. There's a few safeties I like there if they're still there. But Adderley is one of them. I like Adderley a lot. I don't know if he's going to be there in the second round, though.
Yeah, I'm going one more. I'm not a Jet fan. I am a Giant fan, but I do root for our New York brethren because they suffer all the time. What do you think the Jets are going to do? Because it's scary to say. I think they're more of a mess than we are.
What do I think the Jets are going to do? I think the Jets are going to take. They're going to stay where they are at 3. I think they're going to end up taking who's ever the best available player there. It's going to be a pass rusher, and that's what I think they're going to do. They don't have a second round pick. I think that they're going to improve their team mostly this year via free agency. They have a ton of cap space, so I think they take the bet. Josh Allen, I think, is who they're going to end up with, who I think is unbelievable. So if I'm a Jets fan, I'm happy if they get him.
Thanks so much, man. And drive safe. The roads are terrible this morning.
Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to it, man. But thank you so much for the call, my man.
And don't forget, big call tonight, Flat Earthers.
Yeah, exactly, my man. And I hope you tune in for the nonsense stream.
All the way.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in.
All right, talk to you later.
All right. I want to see Dalton Reisner run. Yes. Well, I'm sure they're going to get to it. It's alphabetical order, so that Patterson just ran, so he's probably coming up. He is. He's in 4 guys. Dalton Reisner is going to be running in 4 guys. And I think Jonah Williams is in this bracket, too. He's not bad, Jaden. He's not bad. Can't risk another late round. Well, second round. I'm not saying after the second round. Early second round pick, if you like a guy, they're not going to be there. Daniel Jones is going to be gone anyway. He's not going to be there. I'm not a biased Giants fan. Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. If you talk to... Eli Manning's been inconsistent throughout his career. He's a Hall of Famer. Not biased. Not biased. You look at all the lists. He's top 10 in everything. And he has 2 Super Bowl rings and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. To say he's not Hall of Famer is ridiculous. Why is Jerry Jones wearing an AF? That's a good question. And Reisner's going to be up in 2 guys. All right, Jaden, thank you for being a part of the channel. I apologize that people blocked you. I get that I'm always up for debating, so I appreciate the sub. Whoever is saying Eli's not Hall of Famer, are you? Well, Eric McCoy, by the way, now holds the fastest 40 time for an offensive lineman. 4.9 flat in this draft. Did I hear the rumors of EPAN? I don't know what you're talking about there. But Dalton Reisner's about to run, guys. Guy that a lot of people like. Rover Sports loves Dalton Reisner. And I know Big Blue for Life does too. I don't think he's here. He's probably working. But Dalton Reisner's up right now. Out of Kansas State. 6'4" 3/4", 312 pounds. Let's see what he runs. You got Juwan Taylor coming up too. You got some heavy hitters coming up. And there he goes. And, Dalton Reisner just hurt his draft stock. 5.36. That's one of the slower times I've seen. Dalton Reisner. Not the best 40 time there, Dalton. And I think we're going to have Jawan Taylor coming up. Yeah, no, speed's not the biggest thing, but of course it's an attribute you would like. And Jonah Williams is going to be up soon, too. They got Jawan Taylor and Jonah Williams coming up. 5-2-1 for Tyler Romer from San Diego State. Did I hear rumors that they're going to expand the AAF? Yeah, I mean, I definitely could see them doing that. To me, the AAF, I haven't seen the ratings. Oh, Playboy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. He says, flat earthers smile when the when the toilet water hits their ass. Flat earthers, man. Gotta love them. Times don't matter that much for these guys. No, not that much. I think the bench press is probably more important. I mean, Dalton Rogers is going to be a first-round pick regardless. The Combine really helps more of the unknown guys that could potentially move up. JPP is a prime example. He shot up the draft charts after his Combine. He put on a show. And there's Drew Samia, just from Oklahoma, running a 5.3 flat. Jawan Taylor will be up next after William Sweet from North Carolina. I'm with you, Kyle. I'm with you. Let's get to it. Let's get to Jawan Taylor, please. Goatquan Barkley is in the house. I'm only going to be live for another 15 minutes, Goatquan, but I appreciate you popping in. And you're about to get to hear Jawan Taylor and Jonah Williams run. They're two of the last three in this group. Jawan Taylor's up next. William Sweet just ran a 5.35. Oh, you're on lunch. You're on lunch. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Daniel Jeremiah has Andre Dillard at number 10 on his big board. I'll tell you, Andre Dillard impressed today. Andre Dillard had a very good combine. Yeah, Taylor's a big boy, so I don't think he's going to have blazing speed. Let's take a look. Oh, I missed it. They're showing the coaches. I missed it. I don't know what he ran. Showing Kyler Murray there. Goatquan, it's offensive line and running backs. But I'm not going to get to see the running backs, unfortunately, because I got to go to work. So we saw a lot of hog mollies today. I don't know if they skipped. Yeah, they didn't show him. I'm sure he ran, but they didn't show it. Did Josh Allen run yet? No, they didn't. Defense is the last day. Defensive lineman. So I'm going to be able to do that stream the whole day. So I'm looking forward to that, and I really want to see Josh Allen. What's going on, Colby? And here he is. Here's the biggest O-lineman in the draft, Jonah Williams. Not horrible. He ran a 5.1, 5.1 flat. Not horrible for a bigger guy like him. Pretty good. Pretty good 40 time for Jonah Williams. Low fives, I guess 5.1 and lower's decent for an O-lineman. Pretty good time there. Peace, Chris. I gotta go, but I'm looking forward to tonight. Dire Giants fan, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to talking to you tonight. Yeah, Williams run pretty good there. Pretty good. What's going on, Colby? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, defense is Sunday, and defensive backs are Monday. Okay. You want the Bucs to take Jonah Williams? I could see that. I think he's going to go to the Bills, though. I have him going to the Bills at 9. But I wouldn't be shocked if he goes to the Bucs. Just watching a bunch of fat dudes shake down the stadium. Anthony Simonelli says, well, that's what you guys should be focused on. So you should be excited to watch these fat dudes. The linebacker, Shazier, I think you're referring to. He ran a 4.38 when in his pro day. I think it was his pro day. Might not have been in the combine, but yeah, he ran a 4.38 middle linebacker. If you're talking middle linebacker. You really think Jonah Williams is going to go to the Jets? You think they'll take him at 3? Really? Interesting. Interesting. I mean, they need him. They need an offensive lineman. But seems a little high to me. They could trade down, though. Yes, John Ross is still in the NFL. He ran a ridiculous 40 time. Yes, Mike Nixon. I'm going to do the combine. I'm going to do it probably every day. Maybe that's what I'll do on Monday. Monday. Sunday, I'll probably stream the combine. That's what I'm going to do. Somebody brought up the AAF. Nah, combine's much more important. I'll be doing the combine. Sexy Tana, MH says. Playboy X, I think they would get him if they traded back, but I don't think they would get him at 3. Oh, you're talking about Jonah Williams? Yes. Yeah, if they traded back. Go Quan, I appreciate you stopping it all, man. Have a good rest of your day at school. Hottest player at the combine? We're not gonna really get that yet because these are offensive linemen, but I'm sure you're gonna see 1 or 2 guys that really help the draft stock from the skill positions. I gotta look at the schedule. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now, MH. I'll look at the schedule. Let me look at the Mets schedule. Because we got a commercial break anyway. Yeah, Shaquem Griffin ran a ridiculous 40 time. Last year. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up? It's Anthony Simonelli.
Anthony, what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How are you?
You having a good time watching the fat guys run?
Yeah. I mean, they could bring down the whole earth the way they're running, but yeah.
What's going on?
I just wanted your prediction on how fast you think Kyler Murray's gonna run in the 40.
Is he running?
I think so. I think he just said he wasn't gonna throw. I thought he said he was gonna run.
If he does, if he doesn't run at the combine, he'll run at the pro day, and I'll predict 4.38.
Okay. So I see some people like comparing his speed to Michael Vick, and I'm like, there's no way.
What did Vick? I don't even know what did Vick run.
I have no idea.
I think he's as fast as Michael Vick.
You think he's as fast as Michael Vick?
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up right now. Michael Vick's 40 time. Hold on. I'm curious.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's as fast as Michael Vick. Michael Vick had a stronger arm, but
yeah,
and Michael Vick was probably a better runner. But I do think that. Oh wow, I didn't realize he ran at 4.33, and his time's been clocked as low as 4.25. Michael Vick. So no, I don't. Yeah. I don't expect Murray to hit those numbers. 4.25, 4.33.
Yeah.
I think it'll be high 4.3s. It'll still be very fast though.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kyler Murray is good, but like, I think I compare him to a guy like Russell Wilson, but I don't know if the Giants will want him.
He's similar to Russell Wilson for sure. I mean, that's a big. The thing with Russell Wilson, when he came into the league, look at the foundation that guy had. And compare it to the Giants now, and it's night and day. He had great offensive line. He had one of the best running backs in the sport, and he had the best defense in the sport to help him out. So he was basically has to be a game manager his first 2 or 3 years in the league, and he got to learn that way. So Murray's not coming into that same situation if he's a New York Giant.
Yeah, what I think is crazy is people are talking about like, these trade scenarios for the Giants to get Russell Wilson, and they involve like 3 first-round picks and this and that. And I'm like, if you want a guy like Russell Wilson, why not just draft Kyler Murray? Like, he's going to be worth way less, and I think he can perform at least close to the similar level that Russell Wilson is performing at right now.
I'm just loving at what Whitney said in the chat. She said she's seen a lot of ass cracks because the offensive lineman. No, I agree with you. I think it's silly. I think it's thinking backwards if you go out and you acquire Russell Wilson because you're paying him already a max deal. Why not draft a guy and hope he develops and you pay him pennies on the dollar and you build your team that way? I wouldn't. This guy looks fast. He ran a 5.03 his first time, 5.05, so consistent there. Opeta, offensive lineman.
Isn't Wilson nearing 30?
Who?
You know, like 30 years old.
Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he's got to be at least 28, 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they showed him, like, as in the highlight, it was like the 2012 Combine. And I think he was 22 when he went in, so he might be 29.
Yes. And Jim O just said, Eli today is at best a game manager. And I agree. He's a game manager at this point in his career. As a Packers fan, Eli cannot take the Giants very far. Barkley can get them to the playoffs with some help. Eli's certainly he's certainly a Hall of Famer. But at this point in his career, he's a game manager. I would never tell you otherwise. He's definitely a game manager. He's been a game manager the last two years in the league. But anything else, man?
Well, yeah, just like the whole Eli thing, I think he's earned enough respect around the league that I think he is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's definitely
second of all, I think he has 1 year left in him. I think the Giants should draft a quarterback in the first round this year, and then groom him and hope they get the same results that some other teams get when they groom the quarterbacks behind somebody for a year, like Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying the rookie's gonna have the same type of impact, but that's what I'm thinking the Giants might hope.
Well, there's nobody better to learn under. In terms of being the Giants quarterback and learning how to play in New York, how to deal with the media, how to act as a leader. There's nobody better to learn under than Eli Manning. So he could certainly play a vital role in developing a quarterback. So the only thing I worry about with Eli, with that scenario, is you're going to be asking Eli to take a lot of heat because the second he throws a pick, half the Giants fan base is going to be calling for his head, and they're going to want to see Haskins or they're going to want to see Murray. So you're asking Eli to deal with a lot of nonsense because he's going to have to. I mean, half the Giants fan base hates the guy at this point in his career. So you're asking Eli to do a lot if you ask him to do that. So that's the one thing I do worry about.
I mean, if I was a Giants fan, I'd appreciate what Eli has done for the organization already in his career.
Trust me, I do. And a lot of Giants fans don't, though. A lot of Giants fans. Yeah. I streamed many Giants games this year, and I recognize that people want to move on from him. I'm completely fine with that, but people bash this guy, and they go out of their way to bash this guy. The 17 for 18 game, he threw 18 passes, he completed 17. His one incompletion was a slightly misthrown ball that hit both of Saquon Barkley's hands. Not that, and Barkley shouldn't have caught it. It was behind him. It was a floater, but his one incompletion, half the chat tore him to shreds. He was 17 for 18 in the game. At that point, I think he was 13 for 13. It was his first incomplete ball. They tore him to shreds. I said, it's ridiculous. So I get that people want to move on, but people go above and beyond to knock the guy. They really do.
Yeah, they find the slightest things to bash him on. And as a Bills fan, I realize that I would appreciate a guy like Eli if he was on the Bills and if he brought us to Super Bowls, just thinking about how far we've gone, which isn't very far. That Eli has brought you guys a couple Super Bowls, and he's put, he's helped you guys a lot. So.
Oh, I mean, by the way, I just want to say thank you so much, Jim O. Says thank you for all the collaborations and live call-in shows. You are making a difference in the community. You have pure passion. I appreciate that, Jim O. Thank you very much. And Playboy X says, I want to move on from Eli. We must appreciate what he has done. Yeah, that's my mindset. Kyle says, what was the better... the offensive lineman. The offensive lineman. But, yeah, man. No, I agree with you, man. I think there's a lot of fan bases that if Eli Manning was their quarterback throughout his career, they would have appreciated him a lot more. The Bills being one, the Jets being another. Because I think the Giants have had Super Bowls in the past, and their fans are very not patient. I'm trying to come up with a word. But anxious. They always expect championships, and they should. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of Giants fans don't take the time out to appreciate what he did.
I mean, the media too. The New York media just kind of makes it even worse because they put him under the spotlight and they do all this and that, and it's like he's 30-something years old and he's still getting criticized, even though all the things he's done in the past. It's like, I don't understand. But
yeah, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's been his entire career. He's been bashed, not just because of New York, because he's Peyton's brother. People, because of his faces that he makes and all that. But and he's not the most vocal guy, so I think some people said that he wasn't good for New York because he wasn't in your face. But I actually think that was perfect for New York because he didn't get thrown off by the media, and I think he was a great Giant. I'm very happy he was a Giant, and I'm not looking forward to when he retires, but I'm looking forward to making a tribute video for him when he retires because I love Eli Manning. But I'm gonna let you go because I gotta get ready for work.
Yeah.
But
thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling in. All right, have a good one, my man. Yeah, Jeffrey. No, I'm with you. Change is needed. Change is definitely needed. Mike Nixon, exactly. This is what I always say, and then I'm gonna go in 5 minutes. But you actually have to watch the game. 40-yard run don't matter compared to real game. Yes, Playboy. But this is what I always say about what was I gonna say? Yeah, about Eli Manning. Eli Manning had his best year of his career in 2011. Put the team on his back. AD or no AD. I hope AD. But put the team on his back. And the next year, or maybe the year after, 2013, you saw a big decline. And maybe some of that had to do with he got a little older, but I don't think so. He was at his best in 2011. The offensive line had a lot to do with Eli Manning going, falling down. A lot. They had a great offensive line, and the offensive line went to shambles. And that had a lot to do with why the Giants failed him. They didn't support him with the offensive line that they needed to. Jerry Reese did a horrible job at drafting offensive linemen. He didn't bring any good offensive linemen for free agency. He failed them. You want to trade the number 1 pick for him? Yes, I would. A lot of Knicks fans don't want to hear that, but yeah, at this point, Anthony Davis, 25 years old. Yeah, I would. Vic has better running talent and escape skills. I'll give you that, but he's not faster. Well, Blood Red Stain, definitely better running skills. Vic ran a 4.33 40. We just looked it up. I don't think Murray's going to top that, but maybe he will. And they said he was recorded as quick as 4.25. Yeah, Troy, I'm with you on that. You got to respect what he did. Similar to what Ewing did. We went through this with Ewing at the end of his career as Knicks fans. Geomon, what's going on, my man? Geomon, you caught me getting a call. All right, this is going to be the last call, and I got to make it quick because you just hung up. But you caught me at the end. I'm going to be tuning out in 3 minutes. I got to get ready for work. But we've been watching hog mollies all day. We've been seeing ass cracks. They've been bending over like plumbers. Would you support trading Odell to Oakland for the 4th and 24th? I would, yeah. Not even a doubt in my mind. You give me the 4th and 24th? It's never going to happen, but yeah. Mr. Peanut Butter. Yeah, I got to get ready for work in 2 minutes. But I had a good time hanging out with you guys. Had a good time. Good stream. Talk some football. I agree with you, Troy. I don't think he'll be AD. But I think he's going to be very good. Great. Yeah, he ran a 4.33 40 and a 4.25. They said he ran. I don't know if it was recorded, but they said he was as quick as a 4.25. Geomon says 3 minutes of you is perfect. That's all I can stand. And Geomon, I am working on that. I'm hoping Monday I could get that second part of that Met video done, and I'm gonna hope to have better pictures. Hopefully it's not so visually unpleasing. But I'm working on that. I appreciate that, Mike Nixon. Thank you very much. Midwest, yeah. No, next time, man. Next time. I have the call and show tomorrow. So, you're calling tomorrow. Did you see Juwan Taylor run his... I didn't. I missed it, Anthony. Entertainer talking ass cracks. But yeah, I'm hoping to have that Met video done by Monday. I'm going to be streaming the Combine all week because obviously this is big right now. Yes, Big Sipper last night passed out. If you have not done so, go over to Skins Fan All Day's channel. So, join his channel. But more importantly, check out the stream last night. The last hour of that stream, there was a man live snoring. He fell asleep on the stream. Now there was no video; it's just audio because it was a Google Hangouts. But you will laugh your ass off. It was hysterical. You got Vernon's autograph at the Pro Bowl, so of course they'll trade him. He didn't belong at the Pro Bowl. What's good, Tevin? Tevin, you literally caught this at the very end. I gotta get ready for work. What's your 40? I bet you could do a 4. No, I could probably run a 5. I used to be very quick. I'm pretty sure the Giants just released Vernon. Whoa, let me look that up real quick before I call it a day. Look at Rappaport's tweet. Oh, they're thinking about trading him. Okay, thinking about trading him. Well, they should think about trading him. Nobody's going to take him, though, with that contract. But, guys, I'm going to call it. I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been here, whether you just popped in, whether you've been here the whole time, whether you popped in for 15 minutes, whatever. I just want to say thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to ring the bell. Don't forget to join the channel. Thank you guys for being a part. I'm going to be live tonight in a little bit, 9:45, talking nonsense. A stream you will not want to miss. HTTR, everybody go over there. Check his channel out, by the way. He's putting a lot of work. I'm going to be working with HTTR. He's a Redskins YouTuber. So be sure to check that out over there. He's a great guy. Always helps out the channel. Always tunes in. Asia, have a good day. Rogue Dog, have a good day. Blood Red Snake, should they trade Vernon to the Jets? Yeah, but are the Jets going to take on $20 million a year? I don't see it. I don't see it. Playboy, I'll see you there, my man. John Smith says, Chris, really quick, I don't have time to call in and say we draft Haskins to learn under Eli, and somehow Eli goes 35 touchdowns. You start Haskins the next year. You're not going to invest that high of a pick. This is Eli's last year, in my opinion, especially if they draft a quarterback. All right, Asia. Mwah. Have a good day. Talking now. I'll see you, Anthony, over there. All right, guys. All right, guys. Just want to say goodbye to everybody. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. I got to get dressed for work. I can't go to work in Giant stuff. I got to get dressed for work. All right, guys. Have a good day, guys.